Well, there you go. There's already people waiting for us. Holy shit. All right. Greetings, people of Earth.
What's up?
This is UTG, and we generally mean you no harm. Generally.
Are you reading anything?
I can't really read.
I'm trying to get to it.
You get into it. What's going on, everybody? Fubar the Axe. ACC, what's going on, brother man?
Okay.
I see you doing that 318 over there.
Happy New Year.
What do you mean FC didn't kill himself? Holy shit. Do you see that?
I saw it.
Oh. How's Bottle Rocket? Bottle Rocket's parked until the track's open. What's going on, guys?
You feeling better?
BS. No, I'm not. This is day 14 of the crud.
Yeah. Bad.
I barely have a voice. It's terrible. I haven't slept in like days.
Days?
Well, yeah, because you know, all night coughing and you know, right?
Thanks, Swamp Rat, your brother. What's up, James?
Swamp Rat, we got rice balls coming up to you tonight.
Yep. New Zealand.
New Zealand. So we have the new camera angle now, right? We've raised you guys, but we used to have you guys on 2 books. Now we've got you on 2 books and a plastic thing. And it gives a whole different kind of perspective to this. I like it.
What's the plastic thing?
It's I don't know. It's a plastic thing.
It's working?
Can I do a video on sharpening drill bits to the bench grinder? Yes, I mean, it's not much of a video, but sure, we could do that. Days, weeks, years, it's all a blur, man. My whole life is a fucking blur.
Happy New Year, Paul. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to read.
Roll up the windows. Yeah.
When are we going to do meet and greet?
I've been thinking about, hey, Hammerhead.
What's up, John?
What's going on, John? I've been thinking about this, right? Like, I don't want to really do a formal meet and greet, but we could probably work something out. Wait. Let the thought mature a little bit, and we'll get back to that.
And you'll forget about it.
I'll forget about it.
That's how that works. Let's see.
Great dude, what's going on?
Ryan says, I'm having a hell of a time understanding my electrical system on my 65 Dodge. Can you do a video on reading OHMS and voltage, etc.?
Ohms and voltage. Well, I mean, there are literally like an uncountable number of videos on YouTube that cover ohms and voltage and all of that, right? I would rather stick to more specific car issues. You can learn everything you need to know about, just YouTube search ohms, you know what I mean? And there's an encyclopedia, there's a universal knowledge there.
I cannot make 106,000 cookies.
Romeo's going to unsubscribe to me. Romeo, what the fuck did I do to you, man?
Why is he unsubscribing?
You hate mods. Romeo, we have to have mods. And we got great mods. Because we get these fucking assholes get in there and they just like, you know, they troll. Like they just type the same things over and over again. They block up the whole thing. So yeah, we absolutely need the mods. And the mods we have here are ultra fucking cool. These are great guys.
Uncle Bud can see the smoke coming out of your ears as you think.
What causes intake push rods to bend? Did the valves hit the pistons? You know, I don't know. Valve guides, is a valve sticking in the guide? I mean, there's a couple of things that could cause it.
When can we expect to see Uncle Tony's line of hair and skincare products?
What's going on, John? I'm already working on that.
You're working on it?
I'm working on it. I have supple, smooth skin. My whole body is like a baby's ass. It's amazing, right?
What's up, Miami? Let's see.
Thank you, Corey. You're awesome too. Well, I don't really know that. I'm speculating because if you can recognize our awesome, there must be awesome within you. And
Did you get me a GTX for Christmas?
no,
You didn't. You didn't do it. That's all right.
okay.
Let's see.
Foment resonant.
Yeah, I was just gonna read it. I'm gonna go with the 283, so I'll need a transmission adapter plate. Yes.
Yes, but you're also going to need the frame mounts that bolt to the actual, the frame of the car to take the Chevy mounts, because the Chevy mounts are in a different position, different style than the vehicle's Pontiac ones. So you got that too to deal with.
Well, there you go. What's up, Dickie in Ohio?
Okay, so ACC just talked about the meet and greet. Okay, so what I'm thinking is.
Go ahead. You have thoughts on it?
Yes, I have thoughts on it, right? And it only really works if you're local, right? But there's a spot right here between the house and the shop, and it's exactly like 100 feet off the exit 80 on I-24 here in Nashville. And there's a Sonic there, and there's a couple of gas stations, and there's a Dunkin' Donuts, there's all sorts of stuff. So what I was thinking is, once the weather gets going, right? Once the weather gets going, once the winter has passed us and we're back in regular season, what I'm thinking is we'll take one night a week and maybe start doing our lives from there. We'll have to figure out how to do,
Change it from the phone.
We'll have to do it off the phone, whatever we'll do. But I'm thinking we'll start doing our lives from there. And then you guys who are in the area, passing through, whatever, it'll be the same night every week, the same time every week. And you guys can, come and go as you please. Yeah, what's that?
Get on the live.
Get on the live, right? And I'm thinking.
Are you gonna talk in front of people?
Yeah, well, these are our people.
No, I'm saying like in public, like there'll be other people at Sonic that are gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, fuck those people. Our people will take them right out. There's no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. Happy New Year.
Say that 5 times fast. Happy New Year, brother man.
Everybody's got the crud, Tony. It's everywhere. Ohio.
Does everybody have the crud? Am I the only one with the crud? This is 14 days now. This is 2 fucking weeks.
3 weeks for me.
3 weeks for her.
See.
Uncle Buzz, that's right. Screw the Sonic people.
No, you get weird when you're in front of people.
But not the car hops, the waitresses there. They work hard. They're good people.
Remember when we tried to film something at Kroger and you freaked out because the guy was watching you?
Yeah, because I'm still not comfortable doing this shit. I'm gonna break out of that. I'm gonna start doing videos in public.
Shane says his wife has had the crud for about a month. Oh my God, Shane.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. We keep losing our voices.
I would rather it be a full-on flu, so you suffer bad for like 3 days, 4 days, and then you're done. This just goes on and on and on, and it's always evolving, It starts out in the nose, and it goes to the chest, and it goes to your throat, and it goes back to your fucking nose.
Then you get a fever.
Then you get a fever.
Then it goes away, then you get fever.
It's ridiculous. And it always hits me I get to the shop and I start turning wrenches on something, and then bam, it hits me.
I hope all you guys don't get it. It's rough.
Smokes cure everything, Eric.
Can you please make a video for a max mile per gallon recipe? I want to build a 30 mile per gallon small block.
30 mile per gallon small block, that's tough. I mean, it can be done, but I'd like to actually see something like that myself.
CJ says I rubbed out the crud with a jar of Eastern Kentucky finest.
How about Fred's Park? Oh, Steve, what's going on, brother man? How about the Fred's parking lot? It's always empty. That's the problem. It's always empty. Like there's nothing there. You know what I mean? Where Fred's on Forest and Mercury. Did I say Forest?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Staten Island, right? On Middle Tennessee and Mercury. No, the problem is that it's literally dead. There's nothing there. If we do it off that intersection there, then it's like there's food, there's drinks, there's there's everything. It's well lit. You know what I mean? And it's immediately off the exit, so nobody has to go find it. You just get off exit 80 and boom, it's right there in your face.
Happy New Year, Jeremy. Melvin just got his first flu shot. He'll see what happens.
Good luck, Melvin.
Good luck, Melvin. Ari says, after seeing you make rice balls, I realized I have to name my next son Arancini.
You know, she just actually made more rice balls today.
Yep.
Because we're sending them up to New York.
Okay, so you know, they don't have any rice balls in New York. Any new car projects for 2020?
Any new what?
New car projects.
New car projects? Jesus Christ. No. Hell no. We've got.
Sorry, guys.
I tell you honestly, I don't think there'll ever be any more car projects than we have right now. We got way too much other. Okay, so here's what we got. This is what I'm gonna do a video about this. I think probably tomorrow, like laying out what we're doing for next year. Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll feel better. I'll be fine. Yeah. So okay, so we got Bottle Rocket. So Bottle Rocket is just parked and waiting for the tracks to open. There's no sense in just driving a fucking car around for shits and giggles. So it's sitting there waiting, probably the first week of March. That we wanted to run it as soon as we finished it, but we got rained out 2 weekends in a row at the track, and then it was closed for the season. So that car is just parked. You see the Science 6 engine we're building, so that's going to go in the Dart over the next 8 weeks. That engine will get finished. It'll get stuck in the Dart, and those two cars are going to hit the track at the same time. And the Ram Charger, but I'm definitely still going to build a 6-pack for it, but I have a whole different scope for that truck, for that project now, and I'm going to talk about it in a video. And I know you guys are going to absolutely fucking love this. So because it'll be useful. It'll be useful to, you know, it's not just like, oh, look what we can do, you know. No, we're doing, we're going to do something with this truck, you know, specifically for you guys, and it's going to be a very effective learning tool. So and I'm going to talk about that in a video that we're going to do probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes. Okay. And then, of course, we've got the Helvetier, you know, which is like still way in the future because we need lots of loot for that. You know, and help. And then we got our other, like, you know, 8 or 10 vehicles kicking around. So we have plenty of stuff that's going to happen this year.
20?
Yes.
You better get better.
I'm going to try to.
Okay.
What about the motor and the daily? Yeah, I know. I still got to pull it out. It's still sitting there. I unbolted everything like last week, and like every time I go to like pull it out, it's like another thing comes up. You've been really sick. I've been sick. I've been really sick. Yeah.
It's been crazy. Tell us some old tricks on how to optimize exhaust. Matthew wants to know. Easy.
Offhand, I can't come up with any old trick, any specific old tricks for optimizing exhaust, other than have it sized for the application. You know, going to do video on exhaust. I did that video on headers. I don't know if you saw that. We did that like last summer on header basics. You know, understanding how headers work. So that would be like maybe a good place to start if you're trying to learn about that stuff.
Were you in Memphis when Caminito crashed?
No, I was with another car in New Jersey that weekend, but I actually helped. It was Jerry and I put that car back together again. Jerry, let me tell you something. That fucking guy, he broke the one leg in like 22 places, broke the other leg in like 16 places. He was like fucking tethered to like breathing tubes and oxygen and fucking a drip bag and everything else. And he was in the shop every day. He and I were in the shop every fucking day, all through the winter, putting that car back together again. Let me tell you something. Caminito is a fucking trooper.
Yeah, so that's why you learn that just to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Get hurt, just keep going. Let's see. Fuzzmatcher, build a 440 from a truck or a mobile home.
We have one in her Charger. Shacklett's machine. I love Shacklett's machine. They're very, very busy. That's why I had my buddy Chuck do the decking on that Science 6 block because they just didn't have the fucking time. So, but yeah, I use Shacklets every time. That's my go-to machine shop.
Are you and Nick's garage gonna get together and build a 440?
I don't see how. I mean, Nick's garage,
So far away.
yeah, 800 miles north of us.
It's
So
more than that.
it's about 800, 900 miles, whatever it is. It's far enough away that we probably won't be able to do anything like that.
Have you done a video on it, Tony? He wants to know the mobile home 440. You haven't.
No, because it's all
We built
together.
it before we started doing videos.
Yeah, she put it together. That's her motor, and did that a year or so before we started this video thing. So no, we never really did anything with it. If you want to see it run, we did a video called "How to Do a Bitch and Burnout," and you can go back and see that, and you get an idea how the thing runs.
If you prefer to rebuild your own heads or send them out.
I do everything myself. I don't do my own guides. I don't do my own seats. But I do all my own porting and just general general head work. I do my own valve jobs, but I don't do seats. I don't do guides.
Do you have any thermocline bids? I'd love to see a breakdown of performance tips.
We're definitely going to do a thermoquad vid, but it's going to be a little while. We have that 73 Roadrunner. It's 344 speed, and it's got an Edelbrock on it right now, and it's going to get a thermoquad. And I'm going to go through the whole thermoquad thing when we're ready to do that. And that probably won't be until like the spring or the summer.
Okay. The second goes down south like Uncle Tony and Uncle Kathy. Hello, Florida.
Janet Swamp, do I do all my own stunts? Yes. Yeah, actually I do. And we were talking about getting a stunt double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year at zero.
But I want it to be a midget. I want a midget stunt double.
Okay. It's like for all your videos, you wear those really high shoes, right? Like Robert De Niro? Those really tall shoes?
Yes.
You're actually very short in real life.
I'm only 5'1". A lot of people don't realize that. I wear extremely thick socks. And generally I walk on my tippy toes.
Yeah.
I was shortchanged in a lot of areas,
It's all right.
I
stop there.
I have an abnormally small penis, and that's probably why I ended up getting into the hot rod thing. Just to overcompensate for all of my lack of
John Colburn says Stacey David could be your stunt double. He's local to us.
He is local to us.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd like us though. God damn it, his hair is too neat. I'm sorry.
You even talk about somebody's hair.
It's too neat.
Leave his hair alone. Okay. If it wasn't for Mopar, what is your second choice for car manufacturer? What?
UTG, the bonuses to becoming a Patreon supporter apart from supporting the channel. Honestly, no. We put that up because a lot of people do want to support the channel, but I don't want to shut anybody out. We have viewers. We have viewers of every age, of every economic, status, and it goes against the principle, as far as I'm concerned. The principle of YouTube, is this is free and accessible to everybody, and I think that our Patreon page should be the same way. If you guys want to support us, that's awesome. We need all the help we can get. We can do more things. The more money we get, the more things we can do. Obviously, parts are expensive. Everything is expensive. Oil is expensive, right?
We just got done with Christmas. We gotta buy parts.
Yeah. So yeah, we need all the cash we can get, but we don't have any special sections in Patreon, and we don't do channel memberships here and all that because we don't want to shut anybody out of the material that we do. So I hope that answers that. Thank you, Pop and Greaser.
Did you have fun at Christmas?
Yes, I have fun. I generally hate the holidays. I'm like the ultimate fucking Scrooge, right?
Though.
But yeah, this time around, my grandkids are with us now. So they moved back here from Arizona. So I have a 4-year-old and a 8 months old. She's 10 months old. I have 2 little girls. So it's like That's it. You know what I mean? I actually had the best Christmas I've had in, decades.
Wow. What's up, Cincy Spin?
Cincy, what's going on, brother man?
Uncle Tony, I can remember riding to TEC with my automotive instructor. He had a 68 Charger, I think it had a 3.3. Did they come with the 440 as an option? Hope you'll feel better.
Thank you. No, the RT was automatically a 440. The base engine on RT was a 440, and the optional motor was a Hemi. Those are the only two options. In 68, 69, 70, they added the 446 pack as an option in the RT. But no, the 383 was never in an RT. The only 383 RT package car there ever was the Challenger in 1971. Was the only year and only model of the RT that had a 383 in it. And a lot of people don't know this, but trivia, like Mopar trivia, right? This shit just falls on my ass. How people don't know in the E bodies. And even the B bodies, 71 through 71 up B bodies, that the 340 was actually a step up option, a step up performance option from the 383 to 400. Chris Liberty, thank you so much, brother man.
Anthony Rose says, Happy New Year to you both from Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Happy New Year.
Let's see. Did Dodge ever run any D-stroked high RPM Mailing motors?
Yeah, of course. NASCAR, the 305, the NASCAR 305 and the Trans Am Series 305s. They were D-stroke 340s. I actually had a bunch of that stuff. Some years ago, I bought a lot of parts from Petty Enterprises, and I had a lot of 305 NASCAR shit in it.
What's up? Can you tell me about the 413 wedge?
What about it? I mean, what about it? Seriously.
Uncle Tony, have you been to Australia? I'm all over the place. You've not been to Australia.
It's fun, right? He's a loyal viewer for 50 plus years. Nice. Topic.
Shout out to ACC Garage on YouTube. Stands for Alcohol, Caffeine, and Corporation. Funny stuff. Good day, Randy. Good evening, Eugene. That's crazy. Please tell us more about the NASCAR 305s. Please do a video on those.
There's not much of a video. They were only used, actually, let's go back. There was only one successful application of it. And the reason for that was because NASCAR banned the Hemi in the wing cars. They didn't, this was from 1871. They allowed
Lily.
They allowed the body to run for 3 years, right? So they banned the Hemi from the wing cars. So there was one guy, Dick Brooks, Richard Brooks, who took a NASCAR 305, and these are done through Keith Black Racing engines. You know, they usually do drag motors and Hemis. And Husky, thank you so much. So anyway, they took one of those D-stroked Trans Am motors and stuck it in his Superbird. Was it Daytona? Wing car, right? Brain. And he actually led a bunch of the Daytona 500 that year.
Uncle Buzz, what do you think about the 427 Ford? Have you been inside one or even seen one?
Yes, I'm intimately familiar with the 427 Ford, which is one of the reasons why I don't talk about it very much. All right, so put that together for however you.
What? We all seek the same. Happy New Year, guys.
Thank you. What exactly are we seeking? Because I wonder about this sometimes. No, I'm serious. Like, we all seek the same. What is it that we're seeking? Let's take this to a metaphysical level.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I want to know what we're seeking.
You're not going to go anywhere.
How do you know?
Because then nothing ever goes anywhere.
But they may actually have some profound insight.
It's possible.
Yeah. I'm always looking
It's
for
fleeting,
profound
though.
insight on stuff.
So it's fleeting.
Everything is fleeting.
It's not fleeting.
Life is fleeting.
How to stroke a 318 and 360 cranking rods?
Life, liberty, and happiness.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a little vague. I was hoping for something a little more, but that's okay. I'll go with that. Thank you.
Buzz Mantra is seeking a 71 Charger. John Wilburn is seeking mass idiot extinction.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
Oh, it's all right. Seeking more horsepower. Shame. Brian Maynard. Tony,
Thank you, Brian.
Think a 64.5 Barracuda with 4-speed Commando motor, 273, 60,000 miles, good body and glass would be worth?
273 Commando, 60,000 miles.
I don't know. I haven't looked at
4-speed
lately.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, if it was a 67 4-speed Commando, that's a 15 to $20,000 car all day. 64, 65, I'm going to say probably in the neighborhood of, again, see, like it's vague. I got to be vague with this because there's so many variables. But I would say between 8 and 12,000, someplace in that range. Well, 12 for like a premium fucking car, right? Yeah. I would say, average driver quality, you know what I mean? Because just because that's 60,000 miles doesn't mean that it's nicer than driver quality. So,
yeah, but 4-speed.
4-speed adds percentage to almost everything.
I see cheap Mopar parts in the Netherlands.
Do you?
Oh my goodness, good luck with that. Let's see. Cincy Spin's looking for transcendence.
To what? Transcending to what?
Paul says he's seeking a sneak sandwich.
Where's lamb chop?
I don't know. What's your New Year's resolution, Tony? Do you have one?
Oh man, to get more done.
We get a lot done. Not this month.
Not this month. We didn't get very much done this month.
Rough.
But my New Year's resolution, and I think it's my New Year's resolution every year, is to get more done.
We will. We're gonna do lots this year. If it doesn't rain, like last year, constantly. Remember that last spring? That was crazy.
Yeah. Maybe live. I love your channel, even though I'm not a muscle car guy myself. I'm only 19 and I've owned a Miata for a while. Miatas are fun. I had a Subaru WRX, which is my import and modern car of choice. Well, man, I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, man. And I mean, hopefully, as we evolve, as we go down the road, we'll be doing more stuff that's kind of along the lines of the kind of cars that you're into. You got to understand something, right? I'm old school. I'm a Mopar guy. I'm a straight runner. Okay, but I enjoy all cars. I don't want to own all cars. But I do enjoy all cars, and I fully plan on doing import stuff down the road. Absolutely, all of that stuff is going to. But it kind of has to fund. No, we're not going to get one. But people will bring me cars, projects, ideas will pop up, and we will get involved. It's just not there right now. We're still growing this channel. We're trying to grow it.
Thank you, Not Sure. Happy New Year.
Circle track car fizzle. I don't know what's going on with that.
With what?
The circle track car.
Oh, he said after the holidays.
Yeah, he said after the holidays.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're in the middle of the holidays. Still have New Year's to go.
What's the difference between open versus closed chamber heads?
Quench pad.
That's it? That's your answer?
Yeah, that's the answer. A closed chamber head has a quench pad, which is useless unless the piston is within 50 thousandths of an inch of it. But that's the essential difference.
Okay. Max cam for stock 360 valve springs. Max cam for stock 360 valve springs.
I think they're good to around 550, 560. I'm not really sure. I think the guide and the valve seal get in the way before you achieve spring bind. But someplace in the range, like 560.
Any plans for the Road Runner 2020? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Henry Hall.
Happy New Year.
Brother, the 68?
Yeah, we have two. We have the 68. Yes, I plan on taking it out. And if we do something, if we start doing something over here, like doing the lives from that area we was talking
Yeah,
about,
we'll take it out.
yeah, we'll definitely be taking it out.
We should do that because I'm tired of being in the house.
It's not a poster, it's painting that Uncle Kathy did.
Have you lost any drag races to another automaker consistently?
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Another automaker? I'm not an automaker.
Okay. Grew up on 50s, 60s Fords, late 70s Chevys, and some 60s Mopars. Love your videos, Uncle Tony. Cheers from Canada. Thank you, Harrison. 550 lift cam with 112 degrees overlap and a low compression 440. Any chance of piston to valve interference, even with 4 degrees advance?
No, you got plenty.
Okay. How is everything, Uncle Tony? Joe Gray's asking.
Zero.
You agree?
What do we have? We have any orange
Soda?
juice?
No, you finished.
Oh, fuck. What are you laughing?
I'll get you soda. Yeah, you read the question. Here, you want to do it from the phone? It's easier.
No, I'm going to do it from here, so that I can look.
Here.
I can look confused.
Oh, Tony, what'd you do?
Robin, thank you so much for covering syrup.
Buffy, we spent a lot on medicine. You have no idea.
How about $5 from your fifth biggest fan? Thank you. $3:30 in the a.m. I should sleep in Uncle Tony's live. The whole, I love you guys. I swear to God, that's like, that means a lot to me. Shit like that. Oh, thank you, ACC. Yeah, we got the play button a couple of weeks ago.
Soda's in the car. Where we get it?
What's that?
So it's soda.
It's soda.
It's in the car. Where we get it?
Okay. Wait, this is fine. Don't leave me. Don't. Yeah, I need you. I need you here. There.
Oh.
David, roll up your windows.
Okay. All right. Magnum heads on an LE motor. Worth the work?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good night at zero. Let's see. Still have the Midwest creeping crunch.
Night zero.
Cigarettes for a cure. Still got it.
I got those Ricola drops. You know, they're fucking
You want
menthol.
some?
No, they're horrible. Holy shit.
They're not bad.
Oh man.
Were you ever into Chevys? I know you love Mopar.
I was never into Chevys. I've done countless things with Chevys, all kinds of Chevys over the years, but I've never actually owned. Well, I don't know. That's not true. We owned a couple. I had a Monte SS. I had a Slandesk 10. We've had a few Chevys over the years, but I was never into
them. Where's Brian McBain ships? I don't know. He's in Kentucky. Let's see. 2:25 a.m. in the UK. You're keeping me up. I love every video. Cool, Luke. That's awesome. Hey, Uncle Tony, I'm wanting to make my 455 about to go in my 75 Trans Am go real fast. I got a 268 Voodoo Cam Performer RPM intake and 1 3/4 heaven headers. What all else can I do to make it fast?
Automobiles.
Think.
Those engines got good heads. They got good torque geometry. Biggest thing you got to concern yourself about that is ignition, right? Ignition curve. Okay, those engines need all the ignition, all the advance they can get as early as you can get it. So that's a relatively big bore engine. I would say probably you want like 34 degrees total, and you want that in by like 1,800, 2,000 RPM, and that thing will rock. You know, you want to limit it. You want to have no more than, let's say, 15 degrees total lead, right? So that's the important thing. You want 34 total at 2,000, round it off, okay? 34 total at 2,000 RPM, and you want to narrow that advance so that you only got about 15 degrees, from start. Okay, so round it off 20 degrees. You want your initial at 20, and you want your total at 34.
Any truth to adding a quart of ATF before an oil change to clean sludge?
I've done it. I mean, I never really noticed any difference.
No?
No.
Do you think the Magnum head is better than the X or J LA heads?
In some respects, yes. Yeah, it's definitely got a better chamber. It has a live chamber. You know what I mean? Where the 202X heads or the early J's with the 202s, they'll flow good. But the chamber is just a nothing chamber. So yeah, the Magnums are definitely a good ported set of Magnums are as good, if not better than an equivalently ported set of X heads.
Is building a General Lee a disgrace to a 69 Charger?
Oh, it's paint. You know what I mean? It's paint and it's fucking wheels. It comes off. No harm. No foul. If that's what floats your boat, man, do it.
Hello. Let's see. What do you think of the 351M? Just bought a 79 Bronco. Always wanted one to pull the trigger.
They're good motors.
Let's see. Do better heads require less timing?
Timing is more a factor of diameter. Okay, that's the formula. That's how I always judge what because every engine is a little bit different. Every engine has got different characteristics and want different things. But I judge or I estimate the initial tune-up based on the diameter of the bore, because it takes X amount of time for the flame front to start at the spark plug and spread its way across the landscape. And so an engine, let's say, with a 4-inch bore will operate the same at 32 degrees, let's say, as an engine with a 4.5-inch bore will at 36 degrees. So, like I said, heads can have some effect on it. A quench chamber head will definitely have an effect on it. You need to run less. But for the most part, I use bore diameter as the starting point for an initial tune-up.
Are all C body parts compatible? I'm pretty new to this ABC body type.
Are all C body parts compatible? No, you got different generations. And off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you what they are. 65 through 68 is like one generation. Then 69 through 72, 73 is another generation. So
He's in the Netherlands, right? Husky 101, you're in the Netherlands, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe. Hard to find secret parts.
Thank you, John W. Jr. Appreciate that. Did you ever work with Ed Hamburger or Bill Tritek, Jerry Stein or Don Rinaldi? I knew Jerry Stein briefly. Tritek and Morgan. I think I bought some heads off of him, maybe like when I was like in my 20s. But no, I never circulated with those guys.
I'm way behind. Okay, Tony, I want to buy an 8 3/4, but some housing don't fit a 410 gear. Do you know which casting I should look for?
All of the 8 3/4 will take all of the housings, all of the popular housings, the 741, 742, 49 will all accept a 410 gear. They all had 410 gear optional from the factory. And then even the earlier ones, and I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, the ones that they started building like 56 or 58 up until 62, like the ones with the Woodruff axles, Woodruff key axles, even those will take 410s. Yeah, they'll all take 410s.
Catfishing Chris wants to know opinion on indexing spark plugs. Is it really worth the frustration?
No. And no. Okay, indexing spark plugs. Remember I was talking about we're going to do something with the Ram Charger that's different. We're going to get into that, all right? Because No, we'll talk about that on a video we're going to do tomorrow. Usually indexing spark plugs is not an effective thing. Neither is side gap. The results are like really minimal. So I mean, you look at it like a horsepower difference, a 2 horsepower difference. It just generally doesn't show up.
Husky 101 says he's from the Netherlands. He has a 70 Imperial LeBaron.
Now Imperials are not C bodies.
Right, different.
An Imperial is a D body. People don't realize that. A lot of people lump the Imperial in with the New Yorkers and stuff like that, and they're not. The Imperial is a completely different car. It has all of the basic Chrysler, all of the basic Chrysler things, the Chrysler trans, Chrysler rear, but they're constructed in a completely different way. So you need to stick in the realm of D bodies.
Have you ever been to Sweden and watched the drag racing scene here?
I have not, but I've seen videos.
We should go.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys really got it locked down. Drag racing started here in this country, right? But people in other parts of the world have taken it to like a whole different fucking level. South America, Australia, up Sweden. You guys up there, you guys just do amazing things. Even the Japanese do. The Japanese race in the rain, right? They don't. These people don't fuck around. Okay, they drag race in the rain. I've seen videos of them racing top fuel cars, right? Like legitimate, like fucking 300-inch, 10,000 horsepower top fuel cars in the pouring rain. So it's like, yeah, drag racing is just all over the planet, man, and it gets cooler. The further out you get, the cooler it seems to become.
Jane Antonis. Hi, Kathy, Liza here. Jane and I, and Paul, of course.
Hey.
Love UTG. Keep up the good work. What's up, guys?
Paul, I only wish you lived closer, man.
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you, Paul, I think of you all the fucking time. I wish you were a little bit closer because you would fit right into this whole thing that we got going on over here. Paul and I back when we were like really young, like before you even did the magazines. Now we were in our 20s, like 18, 19, 20. I think we're like 2 years older than Paul. But yeah, we did a lot of shit together. We had this buddy rivalry going on. You know what I mean? It's like we loved each other. I love Paul. You know what I mean? He's like a brother, okay? But we at the same time. It was like one of those fucking things.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, Paul, I miss you every fucking day, brother, man.
What's he got now? You said a Monaco, right? Is it a Monaco?
No, he's got a Murata.
A Murata, that's right, a Murata. Let's see. The guy from Imperial Parts is in Murray Park in Tiffin, Ohio. There you go.
Japanese road-based Dodge vans. Yep, absolutely. They call them, wait, what do they call them? Dodge vans.
What is it?
Dodgy bands.
Dodgy band?
Dodgy bands.
Dodgy band.
DOGIBANDS. Dodgy bands.
Dodgy bands. Okay. How many PSI of boost could a stock low compression 440 take?
What?
Maggie.
Your problem with running boost. Shush. The problem with running boost on any end, okay, any stock. Maggie's going nuts. She's trying to start with Darla. Maggie, get over here.
She's really being bad lately.
Yeah, she's being bad lately. So
we need a
we have an insurrection over here. Oh, Kathy's got the mop. Okay. That's what she uses to break up the dog fights. She grabs a mop or the broom and starts sticking in between the two of them.
Fun stuff.
Okay. I'm sorry. We were talking about Dodgy bands. No, we were talking about 440. Guy asked a question about how much boost can a stock 440 take. So here's the thing, right? when you're going to do anything to a stock engine, meaning cast crank, cast pistons, right, all that shit, right? You weak link, your point of failure is always going to be the rings, okay? Because stock rings, all right, are gapped for us to maintain a certain amount of heat, all right? So if you've got like your top ring, let's just say it's gapped, just to pick a round number, 20 thousandths of an inch, it's gapped to 20 thousandths of an inch because when the entire assembly is all heated up or warmed and ready to go, that gap, that 20 thousandths of an inch gap closes down to nothing, right? It closes down to 1 or 2 thousandths of an inch. So what happens is when you throw a lot of boost, you start creating cylinder pressure and therefore heat in the combustion chamber. What happens is those rings expand beyond that point. The ends meet, they butt, and then the ring tries to buckle. And when the ring buckles, it breaks the piston. See, and that's the failure point with cast pistons and all that other shit. A cast piston can take huge, ridiculous amounts of horsepower as long as the rings are gapped accordingly to the type of performance that you're gonna use. Did I answer the question adequately? I don't know. I'm sorry if the dog fight.
Dog fight, yeah. Grease Rookie, thank you.
Grease Rookie, thank you, sir.
Give some love to the straight sixes. The more I work with the one on my channel, the more I love it. Really built for itself.
I couldn't give any more love than I possibly do to straight sixes. We're doing that slant six. Just picture it standing straight up. It's the same as what you got.
Happy New Year, North Jersey. Let's see. Should I stay away or explore Dodge Monaco 90s vintage?
90s vintage Dodge Monaco.
90s or 80s?
80s vintage, not 90s. Yeah, I mean,
80s are fine.
Yeah, they definitely. What happens if they gap too much? Blow by. Blow by. Yeah, you won't get optimum ring seal. That's not to say that it's going to just fill the crankcase. No, it just won't seal optimally.
Nina Yuri says 91 Monaco.
I don't recall them making a 91 Monaco.
I can't picture it. What's up, William Stamper?
Dodge had the Monaco and the Polara, and the Monaco was the sportier version, and the Polara was the utilitarian version. And there were C bodies, but I don't recall them extending past, I think, 1975 or 1976.
Christopher Fryer saying 91 Monaco was a front-wheel drive Renault car.
Oh no, stay away.
Oh, okay, see? Now you get random.
Yeah, no, don't fuck with that.
That's why we couldn't think of it.
That's why I couldn't think of it, because I blocked it from my consciousness. Yeah.
Don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there. Yeah.
80s are fun. Let's see. Oh, it's Robin's birthday. Happy birthday, Robin.
Happy birthday, Robin.
Let's see. You ever cruise Woodward in Detroit back in the day?
I did not.
You're not that old.
Yeah, I'm 58.
7.
7? I don't know. I'm fucking old, but no, Excuse me.
All right.
I hope I don't die. I almost died yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before? The day before yesterday, right?
I'll tell the story.
Why?
Because it's crazy. Crazy story.
All right.
Yeah, it's like sad. Don't tell it.
It's not sad.
Kind of. Yeah. Tony had a coughing fit. It was bad. Let's see. What's the average gas prices in the U.S.? Over here, it's about $2 US dollar per gallon.
Here it's around
$2.30.
It's 204 over at.
Is it?
You
don't even look anymore.
It ranges from like 204, 205 to like 230 in our area. I know. Gas is cheap here in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee. I know. Like in California, it's like over $3 a gallon. There are places like the People's Republic of New Jersey. I think it's like $3.50 a gallon. It varies.
I know, those Kathy and Uncle Snot News. Jane Antonis is saying, well, this is Liza, will you post this on your channel? Post what on our channel? What, the stream? Let's see. J Lo's Garage is my new jam. Never seen it before last week. Did you watch it, Tony?
J Lo's Garage? You know, J Lo's Garage has the same problem for me. I'm not talking shit about J Lo's Garage, right? Or any of these other channels. No, I just want to make sure it's like what I'm saying is understood, right? There's a lot of YouTube channels that have really good information, right? They're actually very entertaining, but my ADD won't let me sit through like the whole video, if that makes any sense. And Leno's Garage is kind of like that, you know. It's like get to the punch, get to the facts, get to the, you know, hurry up, come on, I don't have all day, right? You know. But for other people that enjoy the long form videos, it's a great channel.
In Arkansas, it's $3. Let's see. Did you both have a good Christmas? I spent the holiday not far from you. Was in Owensboro, Kentucky all week. Now back in Detroit. Yeah, we had a nice Christmas. Right?
Huh?
What do you think about 413W? You find in old motorhomes?
They're fine. The 413 is just a small bore 440. That's all it is. You know, you go 70 over on them, and you're at the 4 1/4, 426 size, and that's about where you want. You know, that's the thing. If you got a 413, just take it, go 70 over, use 426 wedge pistons in it, be a happy motor.
Mike Johnson says, sorry, I try to contribute every live cast, but needed some bail money this week.
Oh, that's okay, man.
That counts, Mike.
Bro, we all need bail money every once in a while. I keep a couple of grand just laying around just for bail money because you never know. You never know.
Oh, Jane Antonin says, Dad just got home, says he wants to come down and see you when he gets done with his car.
Yeah, we're here.
Tell him to do it. Have you ever seen anyone use 305 heads on a 350 small block Chevy to increase compression?
Have I ever seen it? No. The problem with those with the low performance of 305 heads is that undercut under the fucking seat, you know, like in the bowl, and just nothing you can do about it. It's a bottleneck, you know what I mean? So that's the biggest problem with those. They're great for driving around, motoring around, stuff like that. But as soon as you try to fucking spin them, you know what I mean, and get any type of flow through them, that undercut bowl area under the fucking seat is just an absolute bottleneck.
Got any slant 6 rebuilds coming up?
We have the one we're building for the Plan Z Dart. You can see we've already got a few installments in on that.
Let's see. The girl looking at the scan duster find another one. She bought a Chevy. She
bought a Nova.
Yeah, she bought another Nova. Your thoughts on 24-inch long ram manifolds?
Oh wait.
What?
I have a 318 you can have. Where are you? I need one.
You do?
Yes.
I didn't see that. Where is it? Oh, okay. Skylivet 13.
Okay, so what was the other question here?
Now I forgot. Tony, roll up your windows. Say it.
Roll up your windows. Something about the long ram manifolds.
Oh, yeah. Let me find it.
Okay.
This goes so fast. I lose stuff.
That's all right.
I'm looking for it. Hang on. Trying to find it. Ask it again because I can't find it. Okay, Kentucky. Okay, wait, no, that's not it. Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, your thoughts on 24-inch long ram manifolds. That was it. That was the question.
Oh, my thoughts on it?
Yeah.
You must be psychic, brother man, because I'm actually doing a video. I plan on doing a video this week. It's going to be, I think, the first video of the new year about the Sonoramic, the long ram manifolds, the shorter ram versions of those, and the tunnel ram setup that the Ram Chargers developed with 59. and all of that, and how it all ties together. That's actually the first video I have planned for the new year. So yeah, I hope you'll get something out of that one.
Hi Tony, I've got a 68 CUDA with a 225 Slant 6. Has a Holly 1 barrel. Can't find a replacement carb anywhere. Any suggestions?
What year is it?
68.
68. That's always very finicky. You can use a BBS, right? Any BBS from 1965, 66. When did they go to cable? Any Holly, any Carter BBS is a direct replacement for that. The problem with the Holly 1920s, if yours isn't idling, what's happening there, right? Yours will run okay when the choke is on, and then you give it gas and it's okay, but it won't sit and idle. And what happens is there's a low speed passage that feeds the transfer slot, and the idle mixture screw gets clogged. It's in the metering block. You have to listen to me, right? Take the float bowl off, right? Take four screws, take the bowl off, take the float out. Then you'll see there's like 6 or 7 screws that hold the metering block in place. Take the metering block out. Look at the top of the metering block. You'll see a lead plug at the top of the metering block. Break the lead plug out. Push past a wire through that, right? You can watch this on replay, right? Yeah. So take that brass, take that lead plug out. Take a wire from a bristle from a wire brush, pass it through there until it goes out the bottom. Okay, those passages become clogged in those carburetors and make them unusable. Right? Then, right, take a piece of aluminum, like a piece of can, some JB weld, and cover that hole again on the top of the meter block. Let it sit for whatever it is, 8-10 hours. Stick it all back together again, and it'll run like brand new.
Like brand new. Say hi to Amy Stapleton.
I know too many things like that. I know too many things. I shouldn't know all of these fucking things.
Nico wants you to say hi to Amy Stapleton.
Who am I saying hi to? What?
Amy Stapleton.
Amy Stapleton. Where is she?
I don't know.
Hello, Amy Stapleton. How are you?
Merry Christmas, Mex American. Happy New Year. Let's see. You see the new Hemis blown up everywhere. Why?
They got a thing where they drop valve seats. I don't see any problems with I don't generally see any problems with the lower ends. Like it's not like they're chucking rods or anything like that. But they drop the valve seats, and I don't know why that is. They have a tendency to drop the valve seats, and that causes all kinds of like chaos.
How do you feel about nylon fuel line?
Nylon fuel line?
Mm.
You mean like nylon braid?
I don't know. It says nylon.
Nylon
fuel line. I don't know if it's a typo.
I don't know. I've never used it.
Okay. 98 Dodge 360. Is it worth keeping for future swap? Running good in my truck now.
Yeah. Shane, UT is the coolest dude. No, there are actually 3 dudes cooler than me.
Who are they?
I'm not sure who they are, but I've heard rumors about them. Yeah, I've heard rumors about them.
Okay. Thanks, Moped Man. Cindy's fan, thank you. Toward the get
Thank you, Cindy.
Fund, but at the rate you're going, we might have to start a GoFundMe.
You may have to.
Like last week, I think I spent like $100 on Mucinex.
Oh, please. Yeah, we're going broke. Everything we're making off of fucking YouTube is going to like medicine. Mucinex, Robitussin, the Alka-Seltzer, Tums, like
Mucinex. What else? Something else. We got some sort of pills on the pill.
Oh, I don't even know. It's just
ridiculous. It's like, okay, that one doesn't work. Try something else. Let's see.
Well, that's the problem. The crud morphs. You know what I mean? It's one thing. You get 2 or 3 days of one, deathly ill, and then that goes away for a day, and then you get another type of deathly ill for like 3 fucking days. It's like, and just when you think it's gone, it's like, oh, I feel great. Bam! Here comes round 5, 6, 7. It just never stops.
And don't forget the NyQuil.
Oh, NyQuil.
Didn't even work.
We've blown. Yeah, I've got to the point. NyQuil. No effect. No effect. I could drink gallons of this fucking shit. No effect anymore.
It's ridiculous. Tony, tea, honey, and whiskey will snap that cold right. I did that. I did whiskey. I don't drink, but there's some whiskey in there, and I put it in my tea, and it didn't even help. With lemon, no difference. Try Fisherman's Friend cough drops, best on the market. I didn't see them at the store. All they had was like Ricola, bourbon. Not enough whiskey then. Okay, I'll have to put more. Excuse me. That's the flu going around. Lasts about a month and morphs every few days into something else. Yeah, this is what's going on here.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I'm
2
like,
weeks for you, 3 weeks for me.
I'm working at like quarter speed now for like 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah, this month's been rough. Okay, what's your biggest goal for the new year? Luna's at Will Garage wants to know. His is to get that UTG on the road.
Not to make an asshole of myself on YouTube.
No?
That's my biggest goal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean, yeah, meaning that I've dedicated, I've committed to getting all of these different cars and projects and
You have
shit
a lot to
running
do.
and going. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even care about fucking numbers, honestly. It's like, you know, this shit is all going to run whatever the hell it's going to fucking run. I don't even care about that. My goal is to see through all of the things that have all of the seeds that we planted actually come out of the fucking ground.
Right. We have a lot on our plate. We got a lot to do. Let's see. Can you do a video on fixing a hydraulic steering pump? Mine leaks. It's from the 1970 Imperial War. Getting it fixed costs $1,000 US.
There's 2 different types of, you've either got a Sagnor or a Federal. There's 2 different types of pumps. This Sagnor, you're not, the Federal is easier to rebuild. And rebuilding it is just O-rings. Let me think about that.
Think about it. How easy is it to swap a B-body 8 3/4 into Duster?
Bolts right in. The 70 down B-body. And remember, you have 3 different widths there. You've got the 64, 65 B-body. Then you've got which is narrow, same width. It's 3/4 of an inch wider than the A-body one. Then there's the 66, 67, and then there's the 68 to 70, right? And they're all 3 different widths. But in the Duster, because they've got those bulging quarter panels, any of them will fit. The 68 to 70 fits best out of all of them. It centers the wheel in the wheel opening, and there's 1 3/4 inch difference in the width of the springs. So you can either move the spring perches 3/4 of an inch. That's a lot of work. What I do is I slot the holes 3/4 of an inch to the inboard and then just drop it right on.
Okay. Oops, it's just moved. Hang on. I was just about to read something. Can you do a video on ring and pinion setup?
Probably eventually, yeah. When I have to set up a ring and pinion, we will do a video on it.
Dakota says, I appreciate the help, Tony, about the ignition curve. I'm in Trenton, Georgia, and if it's cool with you, I could come up there and do some drag racing. It might be 2 years before I get it done, though.
Bro, you realize how old I am? I've been at the last 2 years.
Oh, stop. You're going to get better. Where are you at with the Ram Charger? Where are you at with that?
Tomorrow. There'll be a video on that tomorrow.
Okay. Are you located in Tennessee? Yes.
Yes.
Middle Tennessee.
Just south of Nashville. Do I watch 50 Tussin? I've seen many of his videos.
Did he respond to the call out?
Yeah, I love his stuff. I think he does great work. Whether he responded to Nick's call out, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. Have you ever rebuilt wheel cylinders or master cylinders? That would be a good episode to do.
You know what? Honestly, I mean, I've rebuilt them, but honestly, they're so fucking cheap. It's like I go get brand new wheel cylinders for like $9 each for any of my cars. You know what I mean? It just doesn't pay. Rebuild kit is like $6. You get the whole thing ready to go, ready to drop in for like $9 or $10. So I don't even bother with that. Master cylinders. The last master cylinder I bought like 2 weeks ago was like $22. So it's like I don't even bother.
Oh, what car part do you have the hardest time finding?
Uh, That's hard to say offhand. Um,
No.
no, offhand, I can't really answer that. I don't really, I hoard so much stuff. I'm a typical Mopar guy. It's part of the Mopar sickness is to hoard shit. So it's like I don't have a hard time finding many things because I hoard stuff.
Opinion on motor oil brands. Dad always said oil is oil, and I've been running O'Reilly generic brand for a while now, and valve seals are going out.
Well, the only time oil really becomes a concern, and I'm excluding like ultra high performance applications, 700 horsepower and up, 600 horsepower and up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like regular cars, right? 3, 4, 500 horsepower cars. Uh, it doesn't matter. The only thing that really counts, the only thing that matters is if you're running a flat tappet cam, non-roller. If you're running a flat tappet cam, you need an oil that has some zinc in it. Diesel oil has zinc. So if you're running like, you're running like a car from the 60s or the 70s or the early 80s or so, there's a flat tappet cam, use a diesel oil that has zinc. If you run a roller cam engine, and you're under, like you're not boosting it, you're not spraying it, you're not doing anything crazy with the fucking thing, any oil will get you down the road.
If you're in Tennessee, what part? Middle Tennessee.
We're just south of Nashville, in Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro. Red Wolf 60, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Blue Rose, there's no meaning of life if you don't let your go. What? What?
Get blocked.
What does that mean?
Once they go black, they never go back,
Oh
right?
my goodness. Let's see. Where I live, though, I can get 1999 Dodge Ram 3500 with the Cummins for $6,000, and I love it. Nice. Rotella is what I use. See, I have to stay behind on the comments because then I start reading the comments. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Yeah, Rotella is cheap. Silverback is also excellent oil. Roger the Rotella. So,
Yeah.
how many projects do we have? Somebody had asked in total. Like, what exactly are we doing? I don't know.
I don't know.
We got the Plan Z Dart.
The Plan Z Dart.
It's getting a motor.
Right, that's getting the motor. Bottle Rocket is sitting, waiting for the tracks to open. And the Ram Charger
Wait, what do we have to do to Bottle Rocket?
are the 3 active projects that we have working right now. There's Lamb Chops Gasser, which we're waiting for that'll happen whenever it all gets here. That'll be a Chevy. So if you Chevy guys, you know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
We got Lamb Chops Gasser coming. We got the Circle Track car if that ever happens. That's in the hands of John. Yeah. But for right now, that's it. I mean, we have other cars that we will do down the road. Down the road. Yeah, we're going to follow Nick's van. It's not a project that we're doing ourselves. We're just following his, his thing. So.
Let's see. You have no idea what crazy is, Carl. Remember that?
Who's Carl?
You have no idea what crazy is, Carl? Earl Landlord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, that was fun.
I forgot about that.
He was like the meanest old man.
He was a fuck.
Yeah,
He was a fuck.
well, like I don't say that people are mean. Like I never really do, but like ever meet somebody that's really old, but like they were born mean? That was him. Let's see. UTG, please give me a breakdown on 440 heads. What years? What are the best, and what are the differences? Much thanks from up in Montana. You need coffee or something?
You got coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, don't make it. Don't make it.
Well, I need
Don't make
coffee.
440. You know, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for now because we are definitely going to do a thing on big blocks, the various generations of the big blocks and the heads, and it'll be like in probably 2 or 3 weeks. It's something I've already planned on. I've already pulled heads out that I just need to clean up a little bit before we do it. So I'm gonna save that answer because it's just, it's a little. We'll do that. Noah, thank you so much, Noah. You have a TA340 warranty block. Build supercharged stroker or sell it. Sell it. Going in a proton induster. Yeah, I would. If you're gonna supercharge the strokes, or if you're gonna hot rod something, don't do it to that block, man. Somebody's gonna pay you big bucks for that block. You can always, there are so many different options. I would build off of a 360, honestly, if I were you.
Coffee's been sitting for a while. It's a little dark.
Let's check it out.
I get like I'm drinking.
Master Tony. Whoa. Master Tony. I have a 4-door 69 car at 318 in fair condition. Total's not worth anything if it's not 2 doors. Bullshit. What price should I be looking for? Look, fucking don't listen to that noise about 4 doors not being worth anything or anything like that. As a car, right? Look, it's worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. If it's a clean, good, vintage daily driver, right? Something, a driver quality car that somebody can get in and turn the key and motor around with, and just enjoy the vintage car thing. It's worth money. It's worth $5,000-$6,000. I'm going to say at the least, if it's rough, it's hard to move a 4-door car. But don't let people talk shit about 4-door cars, man. I love 4-door cars. That honestly, right? You want to get on my bad side, right? Just fucking talk shit about 4-door cars just because they're 4-door cars. You know what I mean? It's like every car is beautiful in its own fucking way. Every car has its own purpose in its own way. You know what I mean? So just don't listen to those fucking people.
4 doors for more friends. That's right, Brian.
That's right. Whoa!
I told you it was mud.
Holy shit! You brought me a cup of heat.
It's a cup of mud. It was sitting in the percolator. UTG is my religion, and Tony is our mechanical preacher.
I thank you, I guess. Thank you.
Kuda 70 GT says 2-door cars tend to be more popular.
Don't put too much pressure on me, man. You know what I mean?
No pressure.
Don't put too much fucking pressure on me.
He's gonna do something stupid eventually. Well, you do stupid stuff all the time, right? We all do. Chicken update, eggs yet? No, soon.
Waiting for the eggs.
We're waiting for the eggs. They're 16 weeks tomorrow, so soon. Let's see. Have you done a video about steering wheel swap?
Steering wheel swap is my life. I drive Mopars. To drive a Mopar is to be one with steering wheel swap. I have Zen steering wheel swap. I don't know how to do a video on that. Steering wheel swap is a lifestyle to me.
Let's see. I would pay any amount for a 4-door Cuda. Ever gonna build another open wheel race car?
No, I'm done with tube cars.
Yeah.
I'm done with tube chassis cars.
What's a great
Thank you, Beatrice.
What? Huh? I missed it.
Beatrice, I get my channel stickers in tomorrow. We plan on sending you. Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, cool. Tony, look at more fuel injection video. Never knew any of that. Cool. Besides intake and exhaust, what are the differences between street and drag Hemi from Chrysler?
Say that again, Neil?
Besides intake and exhaust, what are the differences between street and drag Hemi from Chrysler?
Pistons, the street was 10 1/4 to 1. The race Hemi was 12 1/2 to 1. Cams were different, and the street Hemi cam was a 284, 284, 471, but the race Hemis were all different fucking cam profiles for different applications. The 65, you had the aluminum heads, the magnesium intake. There's lots of differences between the street Hemi and the race Hemi.
Would you try out a Locust at the track?
Would I try to who? With the what?
Locust. Locust?
I mean, yeah, you bring it to me. I'll try any fucking thing. I'm not,
I don't think anybody's gonna let Tony drive the car. It's not like the old days.
I've driven some crazy shit.
Yeah. What has been the heaviest load ever towed in 225/6 that you've seen?
I've seen people overwork the piss out of them. I mean, I've seen them loaded down to where they won't go up a hill. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's hard to say.
You should do a video on replacing ball joints at home with no air tools. That sounds like fun.
Have I mentioned how much I hate front end work?
You Val? Is that how you say that?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I know this is a truck, but I have a 1974 Power Wagon with a 318, but the engine is no good anymore. Should I keep the 318 or go a different route?
I would say probably pop a 360 in it. You know, I mean, the 74 Power Wagons, there's some truck there. I would go with a 360. And, you know, it depends also on the transmission. Well, yeah, 360.
Yeah, 360. Off-grid lifestyle says put Frank's red hot sauce on the chicken feet. No, he's joking. That would be bad. How do you feel about transmission work?
To me, transmission work isn't much different than taking this channel changer and jamming it into my ass. It's about the same. I have about the same, like enthusiasm for either of those endeavors. They're pretty much interchangeable in
So
my
you don't
head.
like training work?
I hate
Is that what
training
you're
work.
saying?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Should I put a lot lizard?
No love for the 318. Kuda, no love for the 318. You realize who you're talking to? I adore 318s. Look at fucking Power Rocket, for Christ's sakes. No, I have tons of love for the 318. But he asked me about a Power Wagon. Power Wagon needs some more motor than that. You know what I mean? It needs a little more torque than what a 318 is going to provide.
All right, I'm trying to get over that last thing that you said. Okay. Let's see. I'm building a 1969 Valiant Turbo 360 Magnum. It's getting close to run. I asked about how much boost a 360 Magnum will take in one of your live streams, and you were curious yourself. No?
Well, like I talked about, you know, somebody asked a question earlier.
Yeah.
It's the top rings. Ring gap is what's going to be your problem when you start boosting any production engine. That's your failure point. Ring gap.
Thanks for the great videos from Alberta, Canada. Peg pin zip ties and bias plates can only teach you so much. How is he doing? How's he doing?
I have no idea. I
He
haven't
hasn't made
heard
any
from him.
videos.
Yeah.
Let's see. Slow ratio manual or power steering boxes are no fun in the turns, but work great on the straights. Okay. Is mechanical fuel injection good for a bracket car?
Generally no, unless you want an alcohol. They're not. They're very finicky, right? Gasoline mechanical fuel injection systems like Hellborns or Enderleys or Kinslers, they're very, very finicky on gasoline, and that's not what you want with a bracket car. If you want an alcohol, it become a little more forgiving. You got a little more room for error, and there won't be as much change. You get a 5-degree change. The air changes a little bit. Alcohol is a little bit more forgiving, but no, I don't recommend mechanical fuel injection for bracket racing. No.
71 Dodge Colt, thoughts?
Cool little cars.
What to get parts for?
Yes.
Let's see. Hello, Monster Frisk. Let's see. I have an SP2P 318 Edelbrock intake for my 318.
Okay.
Carter 2-barrel stock is on now. Finish reading.
Okay. I have a SP2P 318 Edelbrock for 318. Carter 2-barrel stock is on now. What car would be good on that? I would like to do an Edelbrock for simplicity. Yeah, okay. The SP2P is a gas mileage manifold, and they work great. Okay. They work really well. But they're done at 5,000 RPM. You cannot use that manifold for any type of performance use. It's all used up by 5,000 RPM. But for like low end, off idle, like highway speed, 3,000 RPM, they're fucking amazing. Best carburetor you could possibly use on that is the thermal quad. I know you want to go, you're talking about an Edelbrock for simplicity, but the thermal quad is probably the couple of thermal quad with an SP2P, and you've got your maximum low end torque, high velocity, high vacuum gas mileage fucking combination, torque combination. But if you're gonna go with an Edelbrock, I mean, on a 318, you go small on that. 600. I would throw 600 on there and call it a day. But if you can see a way into using a spread more, actually, you know what? What's wrong with me? A Quadrajet. A Quadrajet would work fantastic on a 318 with Quadrajet. Do the Quadrajet with the SP2P on that 318, and you will be absolutely thrilled with the way that thing responds. Especially if it's like just an around town grocery getting type of car, you'll be amazed.
Okay, Liz.
Okay, you're back.
I think so.
I answered the question, but I don't remember what it was.
It's going
What the answer was.
It won't go away. We need to cough out.
How much torque can the 225 slant 6 block handle before catastrophic damage occurs? I don't know. There are guys that are turbocharged cars out there that are well over 500 horsepower, and they're not having any issues at all. The weak link on those blocks is probably in the motor mount. You know what? I have to. That's actually a good video. It's actually a good video. The weak link on those blocks, in my opinion, is the way the motor mounts intersect with the number 2 main saddle. And you'd have to. I'd actually have to show you, how it works out on a block. I can't really explain it, but that's the weak link on those blocks. Other than that, they're pretty fucking stout. Okay.
Let's try to do it.
Okay.
Can you do it? Can't read.
Yeah, her throat is closing up on her. All right. Sal, I bought you a jacket. Can't wait to wear it. Excellent. Thank you. Ford Tech. Hey, all, I've been drinking way too much tonight. That's like, you Ford guys are really, you're all heavy drinkers, ain't you? It's one of the things I noticed. Can Moonies walk through walls? Of course. What got you so passionate about Slant 6 engines? Um, they're just so unique. You know what I mean? They're simple. They're crude. They're very primitive, basic engines, and there's just something about them that I just absolutely turns me on. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, right? Okay, because as soon as I get out of character, okay, so people are like, oh, he hot rods and oh, nitro and like or Hemis and all this other shit. But honestly, Slant 6s, I'm not even really into the modified ones. I love a dead stock Slant 6. I could sit and listen. I could sit honestly, right? There's like no bullshit. Okay, I could open the hood on one of those fucking cars, start the engine, and just sit there for 20 minutes and just watch the fucking fan go around and listen to the lifter. It's just it's to me, it's like right? It's like a tranquilizer. I love Slant 6s. Mo Pearl 11, thank you, sir. Hey, Tony, Van A arms replaced. Lower wasn't as much of a pain. You and I thought. Torsion bar had 2 bolts in lower A. Okay. Why is it such a pain in the ass to pull the instrument panel out of an A body? It's not a pain in the ass. It's only a pain in the ass because you don't know how to do it, right? Here's what you do with that, okay? Unbolt the steering column, right? You got unbolt the steering column, okay? Pull the steering column down, right? All the way down, right? And there are different, depending on, because there's different configurations of the dash where different switches and so on and so forth are. But when you pull the steering column down out of the way, the gauge cluster, you roll the gauge cluster out like this. So you take all of the screws out, that hold the cluster in, and you roll the gauge cluster out from the top. And then once you've got it out from the top, you can reach behind and undo the wires, and then you keep rolling it out, and it just comes right out. They're actually a snap to get in and out if you know about dropping the column.
I might be okay. Maybe. Okay.
How are we doing here? We doing good?
Since he's sending us a piece of his health, and he hasn't got much to spare.
Thank you. But I'll end up destroying it like I do everything else.
Oh. Let's see. Hi, Oliver Roy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm okay. I have a really bad tickle on my throat. Got a cough drop now. All right.
Ford Tech UT. He's at 388 subs trying to get the 400. If anyone wants to help me. Ford Tech needs 12 subs. 12 subs, that's it. Can 12 of you, got 295 people on right now. Would 12 of you people please go over to Ford Tech and fucking and sub to this guy?
We're subscribed already. Uh-oh, what did I do here?
I ever crashed any cars or motorcycles, and what was your worst injury? You want to answer that?
No.
I have seriously, man. I've crashed more motorcycles than you've seen go down the fucking street, and I've broken like ridiculous things.
That's a little exaggeration.
That might be an exaggeration.
That's an exaggeration.
I've crashed many motorcycles. I have had motorcycle crashes while still in casts and crutches for previous motorcycle crashes. So, yeah.
Gonzalo Fuentes says, "Hey man, your channel is cool. Thanks for all the useful information."
Cool. Thank you for joining us here. Yeah.
Let's see. I would love to buy a T-shirt with a pic of Tony building your transmission with a TV remote shoved in his butt.
That would be a good. Honestly, I think that would be a.
No, I'm not drawing that.
Why?
No.
This is what the people want.
No.
They want channel
No.
changers in the butt.
Stop. Are you going to bring back? Blah. Are you going to bring back the free pizza?
If we can make another $100 here tonight,
No, you're not.
I will send John. Yeah, John. Write this guy's name out. John Chajid. I can't even pronounce that. John Smith. We will
John
send
Smith?
you. If we make another $100 here on a live chat tonight, I will send you a free fucking pizza.
Get out of here.
No, I'm serious.
Let's see. I've got an excessive amount of smoke coming out of my oil filter breather on the valve cover. Does that mean I need new rings?
Generally, yes.
What was your first car?
67 Charger.
Thoughts on Paraglide?
They're great for super high horsepower applications. Not so great for a lower, sub 500 horsepower. Not so good. You need that extra gear multiplication. But they're awesome transmissions for fucking all-out racing.
Do you sell anything other than t-shirts and jackets? No, just stickers. We will have more.
What? We have the hoodies?
Yeah, the hoodies. Yeah, we have hoodies on.
And the coffee bags?
Teespring. Yeah.
Yes.
Little Caesar's cardboard pizza. Let's see. Pinkle Tony gave Ford Texas sub, even though they circled his problem at the factory. Good job, Chris.
Ford Tech, did you get your subs?
No. Are you knowledgeable on big block Chevys?
Somewhat. What do you want to know?
Half Shark sub to Ford Tech. Oh, I bet she's gonna have his subs. Where's the poster from behind you? It's a painting. It's on wood. It's wood. Roots Cahoon sub to Ford Tech. I know you're a Mopar man, but any thoughts on a Chevy 283 dropped in an S10?
Go for it.
You want clock check? I have one.
What kind?
Regal?
No, I want Regal.
Let's see. Vortex videos are pretty rad. Not exactly applicable to my rig, but they're great videos. Sorry. I've been trying to buy that painting. You want to buy it, Sheen? I want to change it up. Nice shirt here. He's surprised. Vortex getting a lot of subscriptions.
Vortex gonna beat us tonight.
I know. I'm dying. We have to do this.
Ford Tech is gonna end up getting his 100,000 subscriber plaque.
Do it.
I can't. Wolf Walker, good to see you too. Wait, okay. The phone and this are moving at different speeds, so I'm gonna come back to this. I'll read over this. Let's see. Let's see. Effective differences between modern engine oils and current diesel oils with respect to vintage engines. Most modern oils are intended to they operate at very, very low viscosity, like fucking 0 weight, oil. I mean, aside from the lack of zinc, there's no detriment to running. The biggest problem you have with modern oils is really with synthetic oils. Running synthetic oils in older engines that have cork gaskets and stuff like that, because the synthetic oils will literally force a leak where none was before. Because if you notice, like All modern engines use like valve cover gaskets. They're all captured gaskets. They're all rubber O-ring type gaskets. They're all captured. Those engines seal up really well, so they'll contain like a synthetic oil or a very light viscosity oil. Where you start to use that stuff in an older engine, and it just pisses oil everywhere. How do you get a carb back on the intake on a bike motor in winter when the rubber is cold? I've been there many times, man. Hair dryer. Get out there with a hair dryer, and the heat gun if you got it, but a hair dryer and just warm it up. That's all, and lots of WD-40, and you'll get it in there. $3.99. Fort Tech needs one more sub. One of you guys get over there and sub to him. Let's get him this 400. Danny, California. What Mopar of yours gets the best mile per gallon? I'm going to say probably Mrs. Landy. It's a 64 Dart with a 170, and she'll get around 2022 around town. So you say don't bother using hot rod zinc oil in old engines. I use diesel oil because it's cheaper than the hot rod oil. Anything with zinc. You can use any oil you want as long as you use a zinc additive. Any of the additives, like STP, for example, has zinc in it. So it's really not that big of a deal. It's just, to me, it's simpler just to run over to Walmart and grab a couple of gallons of Rotella, call it a day. Salin, thank you so much, and we will keep them coming. Thank you, sir. There you go. Ford Tech, you got you guys. Chevy powered Fox 555. GM307 be worth hot rodding. It's in a 71 Nova. The heads are the weak parts. Yeah, the 307 is I mean, as a short block, it's a viable engine. There's nothing wrong with them. The heads they put on those, you know what I mean? So yeah, no problem at all hot rodding a 307 as long as you don't plan on using the heads that it came with. Thank you, Joseph. Happy New Year to you too, my friend. Uncle Tony, do you ever do poly bushing kits on suspension? For myself, no. I may for bottle rocket. I may look into using a set of polys for that, just so that she drops out, the suspension drops out that much fucking quicker. You know what I mean? Because the rubber wants to stick. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking a set of polys, well lubricated polys will let the front suspension drop that much quicker. How's Bottle Rocket? Bottle Rocket's sleeping peacefully in the back of the lot, waiting for the tracks to open. Thoughts on a 259 Studebaker V8? Not much there to hot rod with, but I mean, great little motors to drive around with. They were very reliable, snappy little motors. They were happy. Does all your shit ever break all at once? Are you completely fall behind? Yes. Yes, all my shit does often all break at once. I'm in one of those situations right now where it's like I've got every single thing I own is like screaming for some kind of attention, like something has failed on it and I gotta get on it. And like these last couple of weeks I've been sick, so I'm like, I'll get to it. But like, yeah, I'm at that point right now. Every fucking thing I own is screwed up in one way or another. Thank you, John. Happy New Year to you too. Ram Charger stuff coming. Ram Charger stuff coming. Windage tray between the oil pan and the block. Yes, that was the factory windage tray. All 4-barrel big blocks, 4-barrel big block Mopars and Hemis, whatnot, came with that windage tray that sandwiches between the oil pan and the block. Did I get the shifter? Yes. Yes, the shifter is now straightened out. Okay. I grind the sides of the bushings and add washers to each side and use lock nuts to hold everything together loosely. Yeah, that's. I've never used lock nuts. I've just assembled them really loose. But the thing is, this car is actually going to drive, right? Most of the cars that I screw around with the suspension on are drag only. You know what I mean? And if it's something that hits the road, I just leave them alone. I don't fuck with them. But Battle Rocket's unique because Lamb Chop is going to be taking on a power tour this year. It's actually there's going to be that car's going to see a lot of road mileage. So I'm looking for the most efficient ways to get it to drop out nice and easy and not be all sloppy, so you can drive it, you know.
Hi.
Uncle Kathy's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Let's see if I don't start coughing. Okay. Those on the 66 Belvedere 2336 pack 4-speed. It sounds like a fun car.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun car.
Hey Tony, here's a good one. What are good cheap ways for someone to advertise his or her channel?
I have no idea. I've never tried to advertise.
Please, I don't know. Advertise? You can pay for advertising on YouTube.
Well. That's one of the things we're going to get into with the Ram Charger project. So lots to cover on that car.
Advertising? Oh.
Yes. Husky 101 sent $4 off that foreign money. Thank you, sir.
Work starts at 7:30. I see UTG at watch. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Is a 400 a factory board 383?
That's exactly what it is. The 400 has the biggest bore of all Chrysler engines. That's 4.34 inch bore. The 440 is a 4.32 inch bore.
You got a good Battle Rocket for highway cruising for power tour, then for track?
No, the reason that Battle Rocket has an overdrive 4-speed. So if you notice when we were fucking around with the car, that one video, you notice there's a huge drop between first and second gear. That's because we're using the A833 OD transmission. So it has a 410 gear, 309 first. So it's got a violent first gear. I mean, it's crazy. And then second gear, it drops. So if you shift at like 5,800, 6,000 RPM, it drops to just over 4,000 RPM in second gear. So we did that for two reasons. It's got the overdrive train, so the car can be driven like anywhere. And because we're spraying it, the idea is to leave on all motor, right? First gear, just motor, just plain torque multiplication. And in second gear, when it has that drop where it goes to 4,000 RPM, that's where we're going to hit it with the fucking juice. So there's a method to the madness here. Like 8th mile, that's going to be a 2-gear car. First gear to launch, then second gear with that drop at second gear should take it through the traps at about 6,800, 7,000 RPM and spray it at that mark. So there's a little bit of a method to our madness. And I think it's going to work. I don't know that it's going to work because I've never tried it. But on paper, it looks like it should work pretty well. And we'll find out for sure.
Happy New Year, Michael Grace. Would you offer an internship someday?
Offer it right now. Are you near to me? Are you near us? You know, I'm very happy, willing, and able to work with anybody who's within, let's say, a 20-mile radius of where we are right now in Middle Tennessee.
383 versus 340 to make 500 horsepower.
Say that again now.
383 versus 340 to make 500 horsepower.
Either one will get you there with your standard hot rodding techniques. The 383 is a little more stout, but either engine will get you there with intake, carb, cam, ignition, headers, right? Either one will get you 500 horsepower.
1984 Chevy C30. I get really stressed at times. When are you stressed?
Why are you so stressed, man?
What's going on?
Take a chill pill.
Yeah, relax.
Watch some YouTube.
Watch some YouTube.
Yeah. Ford Tech, how many subs you got now? It's got John Flowers just subbed to you too.
Yeah, I bet you get a bunch. Bad tree production, thank you. 360 was just torn down. Under 2 main caps, you can feel a catch with a fingernail. Can 2500 grit at home work? It's very shallow.
You got plastic agent afterwards, man. Under 2 main caps, you can feel a catch with a fingernail. When you say under 2 main caps, how do you mean that exactly? If the motor was functioning fine before, if the bearings don't show any abnormal wear, I would just polish it and put it back together again.
$1984 Chevy C30 says he gets mad at everything. That's why he's stressed.
Well, that's not good,
yeah,
man.
Don't get mad.
Don't get mad.
That's not that important to get mad over. Life's too short. Why does the Slant 6 have a 4-speed manual transmission instead of a 5-speed trans?
And because the 5-speeds weren't in common use when that engine was around.
This is terrible. What's terrible?
What's terrible?
I don't know. Cam 509 says this is terrible.
Kim!
How can we make it more terrible?
Everybody stop. Everybody just stop.
Yeah, everyone
Kim,
stop. Kim.
Why is this terrible, Kim?
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah.
What's terrible?
Tell me what we can do for you. Tell what anything, man. You name it. What do you need?
No, hasn't commented yet. Let's see. Then, not then. I don't know. He says more big block stuff. That's what we can do for him. More big block stuff.
We will do more big block stuff.
Like we have big blocks.
We have that. What blocks?
Not cars are big blocks.
Yeah.
Chargers.
We are going to do more big block stuff. There's no question about it.
But
right now, okay. So just because our first year with this channel, okay.
We're brand new.
We're brand new, and we're gearing our material to guys who are working with minimums. You know what I mean? And that's why we put so much emphasis on Slant 6s and 318s and stuff like that.
It's really like for the young guys.
I mean, you gotta understand my background, my history, my background is with blown nitro fucking Hemis. So it's like, you gotta understand, like all that stuff is here. It's all in my fucking head. But that's not what the average person who's trying to learn the craft, the hobby, it's coming up in this stuff. That's useless information to them. So that's why we try to stick with things that pertain to like daily driver type of cars and performance modifications for like the lower performance, like 318s and Slant 6s. And we try to keep things as generic as possible because I mean, we're Mopar people. We have Mopars, but I mean, at least half of our viewership is not Mopar. So we try to do everything. We use our cars, but we as examples. But we try to keep everything so that the information is spread across the board. That if you've got a Ford 6 and you're watching our Slant 6 videos, you'll pick up something from that. You'll learn something from that. We're doing a 318. You've got a small block Ford, you got a small block Chevy. We're trying to do these videos so that you can pick up information and apply that to any make, any model. You know what I mean? So that's why we haven't done big block stuff. That's why we haven't done many,
He's saying Nitro Hemis, how useless is small block and 6-cylinder. Then Nitro Hemis are useless. Okay.
Well, I mean, Kim, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not arguing with you, and yes, I agree. To the average advanced guy, you're an advanced guy. Okay, yes, I agree. Nitro Hemis have about exactly the same application in your world as slant sixes do. But I'm not doing the channel for advanced guys. I'm doing this channel for people who are working. Look, here's the thing, right? Kim, here's what you have to understand about what we're trying to do here, all right? The world of automotive media, right, is basically geared to the 25%. So you take the whole world of hot rods, okay? 25% of the population can afford to spend money, to spend time, to really have nice stuff, okay? The other 75% are working class people, and they can only afford. They work out of their home garage, or they don't even have a fucking garage. They got a pile of tools in their shed. They hunt parts. They scrounge. They go to swap meets. They're trying to learn the basics, and that's who we're doing this fucking channel for, for the most part. We throw some of the high end stuff every once in a while, but for the most part, that's who we're trying to work with. The young guys, the guys who are working broke, the guys that are just starting to learn this shit. That's what we're about. So I mean, Cam, I hope that's a satisfactory answer for you.
But we will do some big block stuff.
But yeah, we absolutely are going to do big block stuff. We have there's a big block, there's a stroker motor sitting on the stand in the garage that we will eventually get to. There's a Hemi sitting on the floor of the garage that we will eventually get to.
Okay. That was a good answer. What's some of your favorite Chevys?
I am an absolute bug for bubble top Bel Airs. Bubble top Bel Airs. 55s. Who doesn't love a 55 Chevy? I'm not crazy about 56s and 57s. No, 55s. Yeah, man, I got a bug for fucking 55s. 70 through 72 Chevelles. I love those fucking cars. Monty SS's. Early S10s, there's a lot of Chevys I like.
Can you do some electrical issues for Mopar, like the choke control unit?
Choke control unit.
Choke control.
Yeah, honestly, see, that goes to the thing. We try not to do too much Mopar specific content, because again, we half of our audience has no interest in anything like that. But I'm sure as time goes on, we'll be doing some things like that.
Sean the person, he says it's crazy. I've been subscribed to this channel since 7,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you. Stan Lincoln says, I appreciate your low budget builds with 318 and slant sixes. Awesome. Uncle Tony, do you use line locks?
I have never owned them. I mean, I've used them. I've driven cars that have had them. I've used them in other people's cars, but I myself have never owned one. I mastered that side step clutch, hit the fucking brake thing. So yeah, no.
Bad Tree Production says it was running good, just could see some copper in the bearings.
Oh. Geez, I don't know, man. I can't make a judgment call on that. I don't know. I would actually have to have those pieces in my hand. Like I'd have to like fucking zen in with them a little bit and have them talk to me. And I can't give you a good answer on that. I'm sorry.
It's just work. How much work to build a 400 with a 440 crank and adapt Hemi heads?
More work than it's worth. If you need to have a Hemi, just go get a Hemi block, man. You do run into a problem there, by the way, if you're using a street hemi size head, the combustion chamber is going to overhang the bore on a 400. Remember, the 426 Hemi combustion chamber is designed for a maximum 4.25 plus 60 bore. So when you go larger than that, the chamber overhangs, you know.
Let's see. Have you got any slicks for bottle rocket?
Um, yeah, I got a pair in a shed we may throw on there. I don't know what, I honestly I have no idea what tire wheel combination I'm going to use on that car yet. It sure would be nice if a tire manufacturer was to see this and say, hey guys, we'd like to see our product on your vehicle.
Yeah. Do we have to ask them that? I don't know.
I don't know. Cop wheels are too heavy. I got a pair of cop wheels on the back right now. They weigh like 15 pounds more than just a regular Steely.
Oliver Roy says, also, I was wondering if you can make a before and after dyno pull for your slant six.
I don't have a dyno. I don't know how I would go about doing that.
We have somebody with a dyno around here, right?
Yeah, but we don't have one.
No, we don't personally have one. No.
We don't. Here's my stance on dynos. Okay, and don't get me wrong, right? I watch dyno videos all fucking day long. I love dyno videos, right? Like Nick's Garage. I watch Nick's Garage. He puts everything on a fucking dyno. I love that. Okay, but I don't own a dyno, and you guys don't own a fucking dyno. So you know what? You're not going to see on this channel dynos. I'm not going to do anything on a fucking dyno. The only viable dyno out there is for us, right? For us common people, is the drag strip. So that's where we're going to do our testing.
Okay. How much boost can a stock slant six handle?
This keeps coming up over and over and over again. The stock slant six can take a lot of boost. The weak link, if you're going to blow any engine that's you're going to supercharge, turbocharge, nitrous, any engine with stock rings, or the stock bottom end, the ring gap for the top ring, sometimes the second ring, is too small. So what happens is you put a lot of boost in, you raise the cylinder pressure goes up, so the temperature goes up. The ring expands beyond its normal fucking range. The ends butt together, the ring buckles, and it breaks the piston. That's the weak link on any stock engine.
Joe King races mile per hour at the strip is the best I know. Tony, do you like any import cars? S2000, Evo, GTR?
I got a bug for WRXs.
Which revs up quicker, 318 or 360?
What?
Which revs up quicker, 318 or 360?
A 318 with some compression is a snappy little fuck. I would say the 318 will rev quicker.
Ever use splayed caps on a 2-volt main?
Yes. Yes, actually, early Hemi. I built a couple of I built a 354 and I built a 392, both for blown nitro, and both of them got splayed 4-bolt main caps. And the bottom end of a 392 Hemi is almost identical to a small block motor, 318, 340, 360.
Okay. When converting a slant 6 to an LA, is it better to cut off and re-weld mounts or buy conversion mounts? Conversion mounts.
Get them from Transdapt. I've been using that same mount kit for I don't know how long. The kit is like $67. Transdapt. I know that like TTI makes this set of, or Schumacher makes conversion mounts. They're like fucking $200 and something, ridiculous number, right? Transdapt, $67.
Tony, have you ever drove a big rig tractor trailer?
Not for any amount. I mean, I've moved them and stuff like that, but I've never actually hit the road with one.
Let's see. Why did Mopar use gear reduction starters?
It was just one of the things that they saw as being a better idea, you know, and it worked, you know. When you're trying to start a higher compression engine that's been sitting for, let's say, heat soaking for 15 minutes or whatnot, that gear reduction starter makes a big difference.
Can you explain what a splayed cap is?
Sure. So picture a main cap, okay? Main cap has two bolts, right? How do I picture this? How do I show this?
I don't know.
So main cap has two bolts that go straight up and down. Well, the splayed cap uses two more bolts that go in at an angle. So basically what you're doing is you're tying into the side walls of the block. Think of it as a diagonal cross bolt. There you go.
JW says you better buy me a car with air before the summer gets here.
Yes. No, we have the Swinger has air.
Right, the Swinger had air last summer too.
It'll have air. It'll have air. It'll have air.
Did you hear from 50 Tussin? I heard he got the crud too and is taking Robitussin.
We haven't heard back. Well, maybe Nick has. I don't know. That's not my thing, man. That's not my thing.
Maybe
I just
talk to him.
Yeah, that's between Nick and him. And I'll find out when you guys find out.
My phone's not dead. Let's see. That's it, Tony. You're done.
Are we done?
I think so.
No.
Yeah. What's your daily driver?
For the last couple of weeks, I've been driving a box truck.
Yeah, you have been.
Yeah.
Our neighbors love it when we park it in front of the house.
It's a big, raunchy yellow box truck, and I love it. It's like my favorite vehicle. I swear to God. She's been driving Mrs. Landy, the '64 Dart, and I've been driving the Caravan, the 1977 Dodge, and van pickup, small cube van, and but our normal daily driver is that '72 Swinger, and we try to keep things in rotation.
We should take the 74 Roadrunner around. We should put brakes in
73.
73. I'm sorry. See, my brain is like that. Just like says, I need an Uncle Tony hat. They're coming. What's your favorite kind of timing machine setup?
My favorite kind of timing machine setup?
Yeah. Giant.
I prefer a single roller only because it takes less power to turn. I've never really found the need for a double roller, but I know it's there. But generally, I like, for instance, on the slant, the 318s, they're all lower horsepower motors. There's like a 1 or 2 horsepower difference between turning a single row and a double row timing chain. So I try to go with the single row. Engines that have a lot of valve spring pressure, then you go with the double roll.
Battery production says just ran some 3,500 on it, and the gauge reads within clearance. Should be good. Tipping back wobbly poops and watching UTG live. What a time we live in.
It's the future.
What we need is
No, I'm okay.
What we need is a steering wheel swap is a lifestyle UTG t-shirt. Yeah, we can do that.
I only know I'm alive because I go like this going down the road.
True. Good night, Grace Ricky. Okay. So which is better for drag racing, Tony? The Duster Body Sub or the Dart? You alright?
I'm okay.
Cough drop?
No.
You sounding rough.
What was that about a Duster or a Dart?
What's the best body style for drag racing? Duster or Dart?
Duster's 2 inches shorter wheelbase, has bigger wheel houses. I would say the Duster has, and then you get a little more weight over the back. So I would say the Duster body style has an edge.
I have a 66 GT Dart with no rust, factory paint, good body, needs a distributor run and drive, 225 slant with 3-speed on the floor, sold for $600.
Wow.
Two-door car. Not bad.
Where is it?
Yeah, where are you? Jeffrey Hollenbeck. Probably nowhere near us. Roll up your windows.
Roll up your windows.
So quit smoking. Well, we're sick, James. It's not the smoking, it's the crud.
I sound like shit. I know I sound like shit. I've been
Right?
sick for 2 weeks. I've had the crud for 2 weeks. Today is day 14.
And I've had it for 3 weeks. Okay. Hi, Mr. Shine versus everything.
You guys got some names,
I
man.
know. We're not that creative.
No.
I replaced my steering box with a rebuilt unit on my 1974 Dart, and I still have 30 degrees of play.
Think of it as the charm of driving an old Mopar. You know what I'm saying? That's just it's
Charming.
It's charming, and it's just part of it, right? It's a good thing I don't give a fuck about handling, you know.
Rude Mopar dude, what's up? Scored sequential 1972 North Carolina license plates for my 72 Scamp and 72 Valiant at the flea market. Custom touch. Very nice. I wish Dusters were still actually cheap. First love and all. They're not cheap. They're saying you need a cough sickle.
Cough sickle.
Yeah.
What's
You're
a
beyond
cough sickle?
you're beyond the cough drop. You need a cough sickle. Do you have a tire machine, or do you go to a tire place, or do you do tires by hand? Where do you get tires from?
Race tires I do by hand, and I got a little fucking tiny Lebanese guy right up the street from my shop that I just.
Any Lebanese guy?
Yeah. And I
Is that a stupid thing?
and he does all my mounting and balancing and all that shit.
Looking to run 10s in a gutted 95 Dakota with a 318 using your tips and a little nitrous.
Nice.
Can it be done on a budget of like $3,000 total investment?
I believe so.
I got the car for $50. I live outside of Bend, Oregon, and that's the guy with the Dart. Got the car for $50. Wow.
They're out there.
Nice. He's nowhere near us. Anybody in Oregon looking for a car? That's a pretty good deal. Let's see. Cincy Spin says, "Oh, and uncles, don't worry. I've been negotiating your sick pay with YouTube."
You know, there's no sick pay, man.
No sick pay.
YouTube takes very good care of us, but there's no benefits, man.
No,
Like
no.
nothing.
I just want you to keep working. Keep producing.
When you slow down, they let you know.
Yeah.
You know?
They're like, it's okay to take a break. I'm still trying to figure out how to change my name on here. I'm thinking of pronounceable olive. That's all I'm drab. Any tricks for removing a really stuck axle in a wheel bearing hub? I think I've tried everything.
You've tried heat, obviously. I mean, you know, just brute force, man. I've had some that really, really didn't want to come. You know, I don't really have it. You know, just use whatever implements you got and make it happen. Worst comes worst, you know what you could try. You know, see, I'm thinking of this now, right? We used to get the wheels that would stick to the right. You know, why don't you try leaving all the bolts out, throw the wheels on it, and like do a couple of like fucking like do these things, you know, but stay close to the house because if it pops, it's popping.
Did we get the plaque or what? Yeah, we got it. We got the plaque. Matthew Kinsey.
Oh, thank you,
Send you
Matt.
more money when you send me one of your awesome drawings.
Okay,
We should do a you want to do a new drawing?
we should do. You know, I don't want to be known as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
Well, I don't
It'll
want.
pump up your ego.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you know I do need that.
I know.
Yeah. We may do some drawings.
You are an artist, sir. Bullshit artist. And you guys wear cowboy hats when they. We don't have any. We don't have any cowboy hats. I mean, I guess we could. Thank you. You guys have always answered my questions. I really appreciate it. That 10x clean. Awesome. I'm sorry if I miss people's questions. I try and get as many as I can. If I don't read it, you know.
And I just
Again.
stare at the words as they go past. It's like every once in a while a sentence or a word will pop out at me and then I can focus in on it, you know.
ACC Garage, hey, National Treasure. When will you be appearing on Motor Trend?
Oh, as soon as they send me the big pile of cash.
Yeah, right. Right. Busto Campo, please talk about timing gears versus timing chains. I've got 3% battery.
Well, you're gonna have to read off of this.
Okay. I need more coffee.
Timing
gears. Chain.
timing gears eat the most power out of all of the ways that you can, you know, but it's the most accurate and reliable way. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you're doing with superpower, right? You know, over 1,000 horsepower, right? Then yeah, I mean, timing gear is the way to go. But I would avoid them on like street type of cars. You know, wear becomes an issue with them. One of the things about timing chains, and one of the reasons why manufacturers didn't just use gears, because it would be easy, very easy. You guys got to think about this, okay? Dog fart. You got to think about this. Why did manufacturers use a timing chain, right? Instead of just sticking an idler gear in there between two, you know, between the crank and the cam, right? Because it would be so much easier just to make the camshaft reverse rotation and just stick an idler in there. It's cheaper and it's easier to manufacture. And the reason they didn't do that is because the timing chain helps soak up some of the harmonics from the crankshaft. It's like, you remember the reciprocating assembly is vibrating and creating all sorts of harmonics at different ranges. And the reason that they use a chain instead of a gear drive is to soak up some of those harmonics. So that's why the manufacturers didn't, or, you know, some manufacturers use gears like the Chevy Sixes, Ford Sixes, straight Sixes. They used a gear-to-gear setup. But that's the reason, is because the timing chain actually helps smooth the, you know, or dampen down some of the harmonics inside the reciprocating assembly.
Mr. Shine versus everything. Saying that close to Tony, it's a wonder your battery doesn't get overcharged with his personal power.
That's the truth. That's one of the problems, right? All day long, I walk around, light bulbs are exploding, fucking phones are overcharging, Teslas pull wheelies when I walk past them. It's fucking crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That was hilarious. Uncle Tony, you should be at the World of Wheels car show at Chattanooga.
I am there.
When is that?
I don't
I
know.
think we need to make a calendar.
Who's gonna watch my chickens?
They're
my
easy.
dogs?
The chickens are easy.
Who's gonna watch my dogs?
Uncle
I
Crystal.
can't go there. Uncle Crystal's got to be here. I'm not gonna leave. I don't want to leave the puppies.
Yeah, no, they can stay here. Uh-oh. No, hang on. My phone's crooked. I can't read it. Okay. She blamed the fart on the dog. Typical.
Always.
No, the dog really did fart.
Always.
Ever mess with a Jensen Interceptor? Real oddball.
Years ago, I had a customer that had one that I did like just minor repairs and stuff like that. It was a 440 power car.
Are you all gonna slaughter the chickens? No, they're just for eggs.
No, I love the fucking things. No.
Let's see. What are your thoughts on the LS engine platform?
I think it's fantastic, and I've said it before. I am jealous because I'm a Mopar guy, and because I'm a Mopar guy, I don't get to screw around with LSs.
Let's see. Dakota says I'll probably be at the World of Wheels. I'd like to go to the same day as you go.
I probably
hope I don't sound like a stalker.
I probably won't go down there.
When is it?
I don't know, but unless it's guys, it's very hard for us to get to the biggest problem is we got 4 dogs and 5 chickens, and nobody here to man hold down the fort when we're gone. So it's hard.
Yeah. Tony, have you ever rolled a cigarette one-handed?
No, I don't have that skill. But look, I can light a match one-handed. Look.
Yeah, I can do that.
This made you the coolest kid in fucking junior high when you could do that.
I was talking to my father and he said you were in the first 2 Mopar Action mags. Did you do more than that?
I started those first 2 mags. High Performance Mopar in 1985, 1986, and then Mopar Action in 1988 with a different publisher. I did a bunch of them. I don't even know. I did, like, literally, I was in hundreds of fucking magazines, and I don't remember, like, almost any of it.
Any volunteers for house sitting? Yeah. Let's see. Any recommendations for the best aftermarket 6-pack hood scoop or lift-off hood company? I'm at 1%.
I don't have any.
Here.
You
don't have any? No?
Yeah, I don't have any.
How was Crunkle Crystal? Tony.
She's fine.
Crunkle.
She's fine.
You know that's gonna stick.
I know.
Oh my God.
These guys, nothing. That's the thing, right?
Nothing gets past.
Nothing gets past. You're under a fucking. It's like a microscope. Nobody told me that with fucking YouTube. It's like,
I cut it out too.
Yeah, do YouTube. Yeah, it's hard, man. You'll do great on YouTube. Right. Nothing gets past them. Like they see every little
the scrutinizer.
Whoops.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's me. It's because I just plugged my phone in. Just don't touch it. Oh, what'd you do? Okay. Do you have a plan for the future of UTG? We do. We do have a plan.
We eventually plan to become the only source of automotive knowledge and entertainment, on the internet, and then form our own religion based around this. Then I would like an island. I'd like an army. My own army.
A robot army or a real person?
No, a real person army.
Okay.
Real person army. What else?
I don't know.
That's it.
No, we do have a plan. We have a plan. But it's going to evolve slowly, right?
It'll evolve extremely slowly.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. Let's see. Do you still have to kill a hobo to join? No.
You don't have to kill a fucking hobo.
No, don't even talk about it.
Don't
even talk about it.
You don't have to kill a hobo.
Don't. All right. Have you ever gotten involved with AMC V8s? What are your thoughts? First
car I ever took down the track was a 304 Javelin, Nicky the Retard's Javelin, and we had like a 1580 something. That was like I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it.
I put headers on that car. No, I mean I worked on a bunch of them, because back in the day when I was a regular mechanic, AMCs were everywhere, so I worked on all of them, but I didn't really hot rod or fuck around with them like that.
Okay, Vince Wilkins, how did you make the call to reuse the piston rings in Bottle Rocket?
Oh, they literally showed nowhere. I measured the end gaps against the bottom of the bore, and the gaps were exactly within spec. So yeah, no, they were perfect.
They're perfect.
Yeah.
Hey Tony, what's going on with the cam in Bottle Rocket?
Not sure yet, but we will definitely be doing an update on that when we get a little bit closer. Right now, I can't even think about that car because I've got other things that need attention first. But we'll do basically a recap and an update on that car when we get a little bit closer to running it. So probably not until like the middle to the end of February. I would like to go full roller on it. So if any of you camp manufacturers out there want to get involved,
Right. Oh my goodness. All right. Tony, is a Dana 80 rear end overkill?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thoughts on Howard's camshafts? Have you used any?
I mean, they've been around since forever. They're a quality cam manufacturer.
You think it's possible? Hang on. Uncle Tony, you should be at the World of Wheels car show at Chattanooga.
Why?
Why?
Right. What's the purpose of being at the World of? I mean, if there's a good reason to go there, I'd be there. But
We really don't like car shows. We should say that.
I mean,
they're okay, but we're not really big on car shows. There has to be stuff to do there, otherwise we get bored really fast and just leave. Was Christine possessed?
yes.
It's not real.
What do you mean it's not real?
It's not real.
It was in a movie.
It was a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a book first, but it's not real. It's fake. Did you know that John Lennon had a 72 Town and Country wagon?
No, but I mean, why not?
How much can you shave heads until intake needs machining?
Probably about 30,000 before you start running into that issue.
Do we have a theme song?
No.
No theme song? Okay. What is that noise? Is that the chickens?
I have no idea.
I might have to go check them.
All right, go check the chickens.
All right, read.
Okay. Let's see. If you go around the car shows, you may discover you have groupies to run it from the Never Gets Boring. We have them. Actually, I got a bunch of them here in this fucking town. What's going on, Ski? Time to have Lamb Chop write a theme song. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Was Christina 57 Plymouth Savoy? No, it's 58 Fury. You take 80,000 of Hemi 6 head to Australia to get Trump. That wasn't the question he asked. He asked on a V8 when you deck the heads, when you mill the heads on a V8, it brings them closer together, right? So it changes the positioning of the intake manifold. So when you get to a certain point, which is around 30 thousandths of an inch off the deck, you've got to also machine the mounting surface that meets the intake manifold. Has nothing to do with decking them to raise compression. That was the question he was asking about. At what point do you have to actually machine the intake side also? What is the purpose of notched pistons? Valve clearance. Tenderfoot build. Yeah, lamb chops gasser. As soon as it comes our way, the car is still in Illinois being worked on by his buddy there.
How long have you been on?
Not that
2.5 hours.
Oh, it's nothing. We have 250 people, 249 people.
I'm losing my voice.
Hanging on our every word.
They're not. Suggested engine to replace the 318.
You don't have many choices there, do you? I mean, 340, 360. I mean, or 273 if you're going for gas mileage, cruiser gas mileage type of thing.
John Possum, did I shoot at the foxes? No, I think they're just making a lot of noise because they're trying to get up to the really high beam.
There's no foxes here. We're in the middle of the city.
No, we do have foxes. We are in the city though. They're getting kind of noisy. Let's see. Someone told us there'd be a pole dancing. Who said that? Ski. What ski? Are you pole dancing, Ski?
Happy New Year, Red Banks. So.
What?
Ever think about taking Bottle Rocket to Monster Mopar Norway this year? That's entirely where that goes. Excuse me. Where that car goes is entirely up to Lamb Chop.
Yeah, we'll send it out, but he's going to take it.
Right now, we're talking about he's going to take it on Power Tour, but I don't know what other events it may go on. So, that's entirely up to him.
No, Mr. Shiner is Tony, do you have any experience with an inline gated manual transshifter?
Yeah, I've used them. I'm not crazy about them.
Sebastian's from Chile. What's up,
Representing Chile. Thank you, Sebastian.
Didn't Zelda have family in Chile? Oh my gosh.
The crud. I have the crud. It won't go away.
Did you guys go to Norwalk last year?
No.
We didn't? No. We went to Carlisle.
Yeah, for about 6 hours.
Yeah, we didn't stay long. Uncle Tony strips for race car parts. No. Can you fill a block with concrete up to the frost plugs and run it on the street?
Yeah, it's been done.
Smoke another one, Jacob says.
Okay.
You really shouldn't be smoking.
I do not have smoker's cough.
No, this is the crud cough.
Yeah, this is completely different. This is the crud.
I've been sick for 3 weeks. He's been sick for 2 weeks.
I've been smoking for 47 years.
You should not be smoking.
I've been smoking for 47 years. I don't have a fucking cough. This is from the crud.
Uncle Tony, take a break from smoking. You should take a break. Take a break. Any experience with Mopar flatheads?
I do not have any. No.
Can I buy the lung Tony just coughed up? Oh. Are lightning rod shifters any good, or just a neat party trick?
No, it's just neat party trick. They go for a lot of money. I sold a set on eBay like a couple of years ago. And I thought they got like $100, $125, like almost $500 fucking dollars.
Vince Wilkins says, I would buy UTG parts cleaner gasoline bottle.
Nice. That's something we could market.
Yeah, but you know where to get those. I don't even know if they make them anymore.
We could source them out.
Parts cleaning gas bottle. Choose one. Smoking or cars, Tony? Put the cigarette out.
I'd be a chicken farmer.
Put the cigarette out. Put it out. What are those? I don't think I've actually heard the term. Which?
I don't know.
Just stopped in to wish you Happy New Year, much success in 2020. Mr. Quick.
Happy New Year to you, my brother.
Connecticut. Happy New Year.
So, guys, what are your YouTube, your New Year's resolutions?
Yeah.
I bet you there's some good ones. What do you guys? Come on, let's hear it. What's your resolutions here?
Pick up smoking. Build this channel up. Red Bank's Classics. Do you guys have coffee mugs for sale? We do. They're on Teespring right now. Like if you go on YouTube, you can see the merch shelf under any of our videos, and you can find the mugs there.
To smoke more.
Right. Buy more CUDA parts.
Less sugar.
CUDA. Finish my 65 Valiant.
Finish your project and start. Oh, that's all of us.
Rebug, I need to stop buying hoopties. Ford Tech, both cars make me smoke. Ever hear of a full spoiler kit on a second gen Camaro? I got one, and it's on the option sheet.
Spray my S10 and not blow it up. Pull the motor from my charger and go race. Not die. That's always a good one.
John Possum's is less sugar.
Yeah.
Derek's quit smoking.
To race in 2020, that's ours too. Get the shit to the track.
Liquid Dragon, and for you to get my car fixed. Tula Toilet, get the 72 GMC out of the backyard.
To drive at least one of my e-bodies under its own power. That's always a good one.
Mexican Spec. I resolve to buy all the old cars I can get to.
And you will be a rich man.
426, 425 HP, retire.
Retire is another word for death.
Don't retire.
Don't retire.
Keep working.
You watch, man. People retire, they jump the fucking shark. They retire at like 65, and by the time they're 68, they're done. They're baked. Keep working,
work
brother.
until I draw my last breath.
Yep.
No PSG Coyotes, save Virginia. That's his resolution. Ski's giving up sarcasm. Yeah, right. Dick Farley, I want more speed parts. William Stamper is trying to quit smoking. Here's one that he quit smoking since he's been. Vernon Spackler, build my motor for my charger and go race.
Yeah.
Swallow, not die.
We all have a lot of the same resolutions here.
Right.
You know.
Mike Sinecki, I'm gonna burn more rubber next year. Two Cross, see more live music. Save more money. Brian Brinker to race in 2020. Scott Guttermson, not get the debt for my F100 restoration. Let's see.
Meet Uncle Tony in person. No, you'd be disappointed, man. I'm telling you.
We're very disappointing people.
Seriously. Very disappointed.
You really don't want to meet us. We're pretty boring. Let's see. None of your beeswax. Fix my Blazer in Suburban and make more money. Terry Burns, finally get the farm sold and move to Alaska. Kay Dell, buy a bus. Dakota, I used to be homeless, but I hit the lottery and have a nice house and a few Mopars, and now I do cocaine and live with 4 hookers.
Nice.
William Stamper, make new friends.
Join the meme wars.
672E Galaxy, and get my Galaxy inspected.
Get the Jetta with a blown engine out of my garage. Are there any Jettas out there that don't have blown engines?
Uncle T, would you donate DNA so you can be cloned?
You know what's
Dude,
fun?
you don't want more than one. Trust me. They would fight each other to the death.
No, seriously, you're right.
See. Since it's been not to make any resolutions.
You know, Uncle Kathy will back me up on this.
Oh no.
I'm an intolerable asshole.
You're not.
You know, you
I
guys
have
know me
patience.
from this shit and the videos that we do and all that, right? And like, you know, okay, yeah, I'm sure I know I come across as like pretty okay. Okay, you don't want to spend much time around me.
It's not true. Well, sometimes, but for the most part, you're pretty good. You're a bit of a prima donna.
How's that?
You know, when you're shooting video, you're like, oh, I can't do it. I don't feel it.
Oh yeah, I've become a drama queen.
He's a total drama queen
Yeah,
sometimes.
please,
And
you
I'm
don't
just
know.
like, just do the video. It's not a big deal. You don't understand, I lose my head. You're funny sometimes. Ski will be drinking from the skulls of his enemies. Nice Ski.
Gargling with it is a nice touch.
Nice.
If you can gargle out of the skulls of your enemies, you have won the fucking.
Okay, Jake Van Meter. Do you think I'd be alright buying 3 or 4 stainless OBX headers, $200 for my 5.7 Hemi Challenger compared to JBA or Cook's 900 to 1,000? Same material, and they say the flanges are the same thickness.
You know, I couldn't give you an educated opinion on that. That's something to ask on the forums. It sounds like you've already done your research and you already know the answer.
Rod Remanita says, stop lying to my wife about how much I've spent on my Duster parts. Say a small prayer for me. I have to replace the rear bearings in my wife's 96 Jeep Cherokee, one of my least favorite jobs to wrench.
But is it an 8 1/4 in that? That's not too bad.
I would give him nicotine patches if he would wear them, K-Dell.
I don't want nicotine
He's
patches.
such a pain in the butt.
I want my nicotine the old-fashioned
He's very,
way.
okay, he's stubborn. Like, stubborn. He's a stubborn person. Like, if you want to wear a patch, I'll get it. But I can't make him wear a patch. Never tell yourself how much you spend on projects.
That's true. I'm in constant denial. Always in denial.
Kyle Wagner wants to know, do Cadillac blocks have a higher nickel content than other GM blocks? Heard it somewhere.
I've never heard that. Maybe the earlier ones. Like if you're talking about like, you know, old school caddies, like, you know, 1940s, 1950s, early 60s. Yeah, there's a good possibility they used a higher quality, you know, a higher nickel content, higher quality casting. But the later stuff in the like, you know, the 70s, 80s, and 90s, I've never heard that.
Let's see. If you want to stop smoking, the gum actually works really well.
I don't want to quit smoking.
I'm saying the gum works really well. Like, you could cut your smoking in half just by chewing a piece of the gum instead of smoking a cigarette. I do that. Let's see. If I quit smoking, I could buy more car parts. Yeah, that's true.
472 and 500 are high nickel. Okay.
Do you like Morse type timing chains?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. You can't smoke gum. It doesn't burn smooth.
Exactly.
You can chew gum.
It gets stuck to your lips.
No, it doesn't. The gum doesn't taste bad. Let's see. Menthol Country. Toothpicks work for Austin Coyle. And me, Ski says. He's toothpick.
Yeah, I don't want to quit.
You should quit. You should quit.
But I love my smoking.
Yeah, but when you get sick, then it just makes your coughing worse.
It's part of my persona.
Oh, it's not part of your persona. You still have the same persona.
People have commented.
Oh,
I can
just
show
don't
you.
worry about it.
I can
People
show you
say,
1,000 comments on these fucking videos and say,
oh,
I trust that fucking guy because he smokes.
and there's so many comments that are just anti-smoking. So
Well, they're
no,
wrong.
don't worry about those people.
We don't need to talk about those people. Those people are never happy with anything.
We want you to live a long life. That's what they say. Let's see. We point of the 904 talk light.
I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of that.
You can't?
No.
You getting tired, Tony?
Yes.
You are? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You could vape. No, he's not going to vape. No, you're not vaping.
No,
Did
no.
you picture him vaping? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Tony walking around smelling like strawberries. No. Put Tony to bed. Good night, Brian Rutt. Thank you.
Good night, bro.
Everybody that attends the live broadcast will have to demonstrate their cigarette rolling technique. Oh my God. All right. The dog looks tired. Tony or the actual dog? Let's see. Vape is bad. Makes the throat itch like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. No.
Quitting smoking saved my life. I got caught in my leg. So I got a friend of mine, Dead John. He fucking, that's exactly how he fucking died. I caught him, was like, he was on his way to my house for a fucking party. So on the way there, he got into a street race with his fucking motorcycle. He lost it. He hit a parked car, flipped over the car, landed in some fucking bushes. So he got his shit together and he rode. He got the bike. He got the bike running again. Rode it to my fucking house and he sat down right where we were sitting. We were sitting in front of a barbecue having a beer. And he says, "My fucking leg is killing me." So he pulls his fucking pants down, right, and he's got this spot on his fucking leg, like right here, okay, and it's fucking black, right? And he says, "John, you're gonna get to a hospital, man." And he says, "No, I'll be fine." I says, "Bro, you gotta go to the fucking hospital. You're gonna fucking die, right?" He says, "Oh no, you fucking don't worry about it. I'm fine, right?" So he hangs out for the rest of the day, right? And then he fucking goes home. And then first thing in the morning, I get a call from his wife, fucking Lydia, and she says, "John's dead." I says, "What happened?" He fucking blood clot broke loose from his fucking leg and traveled up and killed him. So yeah.
So be careful with that stuff. Ugh. Crazy. All right, you done for the night?
No.
You've been 3 hours.
We're gonna go to 3 hours and then we're gonna stop.
It's been 3 hours.
No, it's only 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Let's see. John Possum says, "Yeah, I passed out for 2 weeks and never went to the ER." Crazy. You're lucky to be alive. What is the cheapest old car you ever bought?
Oh, I've had them given to me. I mean, I've gone
When? What's the
beyond
last
cheap.
car that we got given to
That
us?
guy that knocked on the door and said,
that
"Hey,
guy
you want
gave
a
us
duster?"
Yeah. That was a long time ago, though. That was like 10 years ago. Have you ever been to Mississippi?
Yes.
Yes. Tell about flat Earth. You're not a flat earther.
I'm not a flat earther.
Tony's not a flat earther. Let's see. Tony, which of you had better luck with, Holly Carbs or Edelbrock?
Both equal.
Trivia, please. You want to do trivia, Tony?
Sure.
Go ahead. Come up with a question.
I gotta come up with a fun question. I thought somebody was gonna ask me a trivia
No, people
question.
been asking you questions all night. You gotta come up with questions.
You want to do a New Year's Eve live stream?
What?
You want to do a New Year's Eve live stream?
Are you serious?
Well, I mean, how many of you guys are going to be around New Year's Eve?
They have like friends and stuff.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a poll. We're not doing anything.
Like,
Right?
we're seriously not doing anything.
How many of you guys are going to be around New Year's
No,
Eve?
they have stuff to do. Like, they have friends.
Why do you say that?
And family.
Why don't you let them fucking answer? They're fully capable of fucking answering on their own.
I will count me in. I have no friends. I'll be here.
Oh, look at this. All these
I'll
guys.
probably be around. I would love that. What are we going to do on New Year's Eve?
Well, we're going to spend it with our friends. Right?
Okay. Oh my goodness.
All right. So
If we feel up to it.
let's see. If we feel up to it,
I don't know how to feel.
we'll be fine. It's what is that? Tuesday night.
Yeah. Tomorrow's the 30th.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll put a post on the community channel on the community page. So New Year's Eve, Tuesday night, midnight. We're in Central Standard Time, so we're an hour behind New York, in the East Coast rather. So figure 10 o'clock our time. We're going to 10 o'clock our time.
10 to midnight? Is that what you're going to do?
10 to 1.
10 to 1? No, do it later. Go on later. Go later, I think.
Well, we got how many time zones? We got Eastern, Central, Mountain, and
Well, we have to cover every time zone?
well, yeah, because we have people on the fucking West Coast, so you want them
So how
to,
many hours
you
we
want the
got?
people on the West Coast to come in to spend New Year's Eve with us, and then say, "Oh no, good night." Before, no, we got to cover everybody.
Well, then you can't start at 10.
We can't cover everybody because we can't do the whole globe. We have all you guys in New Zealand and Australia.
You have to start tomorrow for Australia.
Yeah, so let's figure 10 o'clock Central Time.
Oh my God.
New Year's Eve. So it's 11 o'clock for you guys on the East Coast, and it's 8 o'clock.
What if I
for you
can't
guys
talk?
out on the
What if
West
I don't have
Coast.
a voice? All right. How are we going to be entertaining again?
We're not going to be entertaining. We're just going to hang out. And all these guys are going to be entertaining for us.
Good night, Vince. We could do it Wednesday at noon. No
Good.
marathons. No marathons.
No marathons. I can't do another marathon.
Oh, God. So what are we going to do? We have to do something.
I don't know.
Is
We'll
anybody
figure it
coming
out.
here?
I don't know. Maybe Lamb Chop wants to come.
I don't know.
Lamb Chop, are you watching this? You want to come by for New Year's?
I don't know if he's on. I haven't seen him. We should get Ski to come.
Yes, he come on up. He's in
I
Florida.
know he's in Florida. Uncle Tony, you should do an old card giveaway.
Sure, right away.
Do we have a card to give away? I don't think we do.
I don't have anything to give away.
Let's see. At midnight, roll up your windows. Happy New Year.
Did you know Lamb Chop is a good musician? Yeah, I know Lamb Chop because I used to be in. I used to promote shows, and Lamb Chop was in a couple of bands that played for me back then. That's how I know him.
Oh my goodness. Are we seriously? I was just going to relax on this.
Well, no, you can't relax now.
Why can't I relax?
Because we have people here.
I know we do. West Coast would be 2 a.m. You can't start at 10.
No, it's not 2 a.m.
Yes, it is.
For us?
Yeah. West Coast would be 2 a.m.
So you could go to sleep.
There's Central. There's Mountain.
That's fine. Uncle Kathy does not want to spend. Uncle Kathy does not feel that you West Coast guys
Oh my God.
are worth staying up for. But I, on the other hand, do. So me and Darla,
No.
always Poppy, and Maggie here, we will be here
You guys, you know.
for you guys.
Yeah, we are sick. We are sick. Thanks, Uncle Kathy. You're welcome, Jade. Oh my God.
We are sick, yeah.
Let's see how we feel. All right. All right.
Too late. We're already committed.
It's an uncle. How about us in England?
Oh man.
See what you started? Do you see what you started?
Do we have to do a 24-hour?
No, I'm not
New
doing a
Year's marathon?
24-hour New Year's Eve marathon. No, Tony. That is not happening. Oh my goodness. No. What about the Aussies?
But we love you guys, but no, we can't do that.
Like you can't. That's not right. You have to do everybody, and we can't do everybody. We can't do the whole world. 24 hours. Yes. No, William. No. No. First no cookies, now we ain't good enough to spend New Year's Eve with. What the fuck, Kathy?
Looks like a 24-hour UTG New Year.
No, it's not. Oh my god.
You know what?
No.
You know what?
No.
I've done this.
No, we're not.
I've done this.
No.
I did almost 30 hours.
No.
You know what?
No.
Why? Why not?
24 hours, 20.
Why not? What? You know what?
Because you make me read all the questions.
I love these fucking guys enough to do this.
Too.
Okay? 24 hours.
No.
You guys asked for it.
No.
You got it. 24-hour marathon.
No.
Uncle Tony's Garage. It's a UTG 24-hour marathon. What time do we have to start? What's
tomorrow night, like 11 o'clock. No.
Is that right? We're gonna.
I'm coughing. I can't.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out because we have people
yes,
all over the world.
Casey Cuda.
No, we're gonna do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. You know why? Because why the fuck not?
The credit has hit his brain.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes. The credit's my brain. We're gonna do it. 24-hour UTG New Year's marathon.
No.
Be here or be. What?
No.
She's mad. She's actually fucking mad.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. 24 hours. I can't do it. I'm telling you, I can't do it.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to do the whole thing. Lamb chop will come for some.
How do you know?
Because I know we will. I know we will. Nick Sims will probably come for some.
You think so?
Yeah.
Have you asked anybody?
No.
Because you just made this up. This is what he does. He just makes things up.
Look, these guys are excited.
She can be mad. We'll keep partying. You're sick. Don't do that to yourself. You're sick. We're both sick.
Yeah, we gotta push it. We gotta push
Kathy
it.
takes naps.
Think of all the super chat cash we'll make.
We're not gonna make any super chat yet.
Yeah. These guys will all be throwing like $20, $50, $100 medicine. Yes. Yes. I can see it now.
Oh my God.
I can see it now. We're gonna start the new year with a bang.
We're
gonna start the fucking new year with a bang.
I'm gonna lose my
24-hour New Year's Eve marathon.
Tony, you're crazy.
Yes, I am.
Please don't look at me.
You know, see, she's laughing now, right?
Wait till we get off. Wait till we get off.
As soon as I hit end stream, she's gonna fucking explode. You guys don't know what I'm in for right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's pissed.
Tony, you know, I'm just gonna open a can of whoop ass on you. Tony.
24-hour New Year's marathon. Don't she really? Look at she's. You guys are gonna see. She's alternating between this and this one. This look that she's giving me. I'm so fucked. Maybe you.
Are you afraid of me? Sorry.
Oh God.
It's okay. They have oxygen tanks for us, right?
Yeah.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tony. I think we're done for tonight. Do you think we're done?
2:53. A few more minutes.
Meat cake. Don't die before the marathon. Oh my God. Tony.
Are any of you guys close
That's a marathon.
that you want to come here and do the marathon with us?
to the marathon.
Who's here in the? Which one of you guys is here in the Nashville area? Oh yeah, we had a stalker on the driveway recently. You know, I don't think we got to my point. So, yeah, who's near Nashville wants to come here and take Uncle Kathy's place while she sleeps?
When she sleeps.
Red Banks Classics is north of Nashville. Oh.
Dakota's in Trenton.
Oh, Buff Del Campo.
He can come. He's gonna drive from Georgia, so he'll be sleeping over. Oh, Constantinos Logos. I'm driving up. Caleb says if he leaves now, he might make it. We're gonna have like 200 people at the house.
No, it's like just go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You only live once.
Oh my God, Tony. Nicholas is coming. He lives in Staten Island.
What part of Staten Island?
East Galaxy is on Long Island. We'll be here in a minute. Nicholas Volper. Do we know him?
Hello?
His name sounds familiar. Let's see. I'm driving all night after this to get there.
Arden Avenue?
Arden Avenue? Okay. I might need to start making cookies for the guests. What the hell is going on with my life, Tony? What's happening? Well, at least the house is clean.
Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll bake cookies.
Who's baking cookies?
We'll bake cookies.
Are we gonna cook? Is that what we're gonna do for New Year's? We're gonna cook?
You guys want to bake cookies with us? I mean, there's a lot of things we can do.
Oh my goodness. Anybody from Detroit want to do a road trip to Uncle Tony's house? You have now entered the twilight zone. All right, so what's the plan, Tony?
What's the plan?
Yeah.
Why don't you not hide your face so people can see?
What's the plan?
The plan is wherever it starts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be on New Year's Eve, wherever the first place that gets the New Year, whatever time that is.
China? I don't know.
Whatever it is, doesn't make any difference. Whatever place gets the first, New Year's, that's where we start and we finish when the last place gets its New Year's.
I think I got a fever.
So it's 24 hours, 24 time zones. Do you guys know where the time zones came from? There's tonight's trivia question.
I knew it came from.
Okay. All right, we're gonna end this live stream in exactly 2 minutes, right? Exactly 2 minutes. Ready? Okay. Where did the original, the concept of time zones, where did that come from?
You got it.
Railroad. There you go. Yeah.
Trains.
Yep. Before the railroads, okay, every town had a different time. It could be like fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon in one place, and it would be like 1 o'clock in the morning in another one, like 100 miles away. They all had their own way to set times and tell times. And then once the railroads came along, they broke it into the time zones, and then it became a around the globe thing.
So what are we doing, Tony? Tony, what are we doing?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay. That's it?
Yep. Oh, Eastern Siberia is where it begins. Is that where the New Year begins, in Eastern Siberia?
I think you're gonna have to look it up.
All right. We'll figure it out. We'll put it on the community page. We'll give the
Why
exact
don't you
hours.
just do it like on the phone? This way you can move around. You don't have to stay in one place. Just do the live on the phone.
I'm sure we could break it up into different. Yeah. So, all right, guys, that's it. So we're going to end this live stream now. Thank you, everybody, for being with us. Thank you for everybody who contributed to the live chat. That money all goes into our projects and keeping our medicine and keeping our lavish lifestyle afloat. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to live large. And we'll see you all, providing she doesn't kill me in my fucking sleep. I can see it now. Die, motherfucker! I can see it, right? So, and our mods, thank you guys so much.
Guys.
And we'll see you New Year's. That's it. So that's it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.